stand at the threshold of a truth so profound, so powerful, that it has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. A truth that, if you truly understand it, will forever alter the course of your life. The power you seek, the health, strength, success, prosperity, and peace you desire, do not lie in the external world. They are not things to be acquired or obtained through struggle. No, the power lies within you. You already possess the mechanism to create all that you desire, but it is up to you to awaken it, to understand it, and to master it. This is the law of manifestation. It is a universal force, as certain as gravity. Yet so many live their lives without ever tapping into its full potential. It is the mechanism by which thought becomes reality, where the energy of your mind is translated into the physical world. You are not a passive observer in this universe. You are the creator of it. Your thoughts are not just fleeting impulses. They are powerful forces, capable of shaping everything around you. Yet only when you learn to harness them, to focus them, can you begin to see the results in your life. But this power is not a simple thing to wield. The law of manifestation is not about wishful thinking or empty desires. It is about understanding that everything in this world is formed from the same substance, the same energy, and that this energy can be shaped and directed by the thoughts you hold in your mind. Thought is mind in motion. Just as electricity can light a bulb, power a machine, or create heat, your thoughts can create results. But like electricity, their effects depend entirely on the mechanism to which they are attached. The mechanism, in this case, is your mind, your brain, your nervous system. This is the tool through which all manifestation occurs. Yet for most people, this powerful tool is left unexamined, neglected, or misunderstood. Most people go through life unaware of the incredible potential they have within them, too distracted by the world around them to realize that everything they seek is already within their reach. But you are different. You are here because you understand that you are the creator of your reality. And it is time for you to realize the full extent of your power. The brain is the greatest mechanism ever created by any force or entity in this world. It is a channel through which you can tap into the infinite, the eternal, the universal mind. It is your personal connection to the unlimited power that flows through all things. And yet it remains underused by the masses. The truth is this: your mind is not just a passive observer of the world around you. It is an active participant in the creation of that world. Everything you see, touch, hear, and feel is the result of thought. Every building, every invention, every moment of human history, it all began with thought. And so it is with your life. Everything you experience, everything you create, begins with the thoughts you hold in your mind. But there is a caveat. Thought, like any energy, must be directed, focused, and channeled in the right way. You are not simply thinking your way to success. You are channeling the energy of the universe through your mind and directing it toward a single goal. Just as an electric current requires a circuit to flow through, your thoughts need the right mechanism to direct their power. This mechanism is your focus, your attention, your concentration. This is where most people fail. They scatter their thoughts. They chase after multiple desires. They allow their attention to wander from one thing to the next, without ever truly focusing on any one goal. And so, they see no results. This is the great secret that the world has tried to keep hidden from you. Your thoughts, when focused, have the power to create your reality. But they must be concentrated. They must be disciplined. They must be aligned with your true purpose. The key to unlocking this power is concentration. Think of your mind as a magnifying glass. Alone, the rays of thought have little power. But when focused on a single point, those rays become an unstoppable force, capable of setting fire to anything in their path. The same is true for your life. Your thoughts, when concentrated on a single goal, have the power to change everything. But if your attention is scattered, if your focus is divided, your thoughts will have no effect. This is the law of manifestation at work. To manifest your desires, you must learn to focus your thoughts on them without distraction. You must learn to silence the noise of the world around you and direct your mind toward a single purpose. This is where many fail. They think they can simply wish for something and have it appear. But the truth is that manifestation requires work. It requires focus. It requires the discipline to keep your mind fixed on a single goal, no matter the obstacles, no matter the distractions. But there is another aspect to this power that must be understood. It is not enough to simply focus your thoughts on your desires. You must also align your desires with the universal laws. Your thoughts must be in harmony with the greater forces of the universe. You cannot expect to manifest something that goes against the natural order of things. Your desires must be constructive, creative, and in line with the greater good. When you align yourself with the universal mind, when your desires are in harmony with the natural flow of energy, then nothing is impossible. This is why many people struggle. They focus on what they want, but they do not understand the laws that govern the universe. They seek riches, power, or fame, without understanding that these things can only be manifested when they are in alignment with the greater purpose of the universe. This is where moral integrity comes into play. To manifest true success, your desires must be in accordance with the highest moral ideals. You cannot infringe upon the rights of others. Your success must be for the greatest good, not just for yourself. The power of manifestation is a great responsibility. It is not just about creating wealth or success for yourself. It is about understanding the interconnectedness of all things and using your power to create a positive, lasting impact on the world around you. When you align yourself with the universal mind, when you tap into the infinite potential that flows through all things, you become a force for good in the world. Your thoughts and actions begin to reflect the highest moral ideals, and through this, you manifest not only your desires, but also the greater good. But this alignment does not come easily. It requires practice. It requires discipline. It requires the ability to focus your thoughts, to refine your desires, and to remain steadfast in the face of adversity. And as you practice, as you refine your mind and your focus, you will begin to see results. The world will begin to bend to your will. Opportunities will appear. Your desires will be fulfilled, but it will not come overnight. It will take time, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to the process. This is the essence of the law of manifestation. It is the process by which thought becomes reality, but it is not a passive process. It requires effort. It requires discipline. It requires focus. And when you understand this, when you harness the full power of your mind, nothing will be impossible. You will create the life you desire. You will manifest your dreams into reality, and you will become the master of your own destiny. The power is within you. It always has been. The only question now is, will you harness it? Will you use it to create the life you are meant to live? Or will you continue to wander through life, distracted, unfocused, and unaware of the incredible potential that lies dormant within you? The choice is yours. The power is yours. And when you are ready to claim it, the world will unfold at your feet. So, take control. Focus your thoughts. Align your desires with the universal mind, and manifest the life you were always meant to live. Your future is waiting. Claim it. Lesson 1. Understanding the power of thought. Objective. Recognize that thoughts are the building blocks of reality, and understand the profound impact they have on your life. Key points. Every thought you have carries energy and potential. The mind is not a passive observer of reality. It is an active creator. Your thoughts shape your world, determine your actions, and influence how you experience every moment. The law of manifestation teaches us that the world around us is not an isolated, random series of events. It is the result of thought, our thoughts shaping the events, circumstances, and opportunities that come into our lives. The importance of thought. Thought is energy, and energy is what forms everything. The chair you sit in, the car you drive, the job you work, everything has been created through thought. When you truly grasp the fact that thoughts are the foundation of everything you experience, you begin to realize the power you hold within your mind. Thought is the precursor to all creation. You are not merely an observer in the universe. You are a creator, a sculptor of reality. Your thoughts direct the flow of energy that manifests the world around you. However, many people fail to realize the profound impact their thoughts have. They think of thoughts as fleeting, transient things, momentary flickers that don't have real power. But nothing could be further from the truth. Thoughts are like seeds, and the soil they are planted in is your mind. Whatever you plant in your mind, whether it's fear, doubt, love, or confidence, will eventually grow and take root in your reality. The mechanics of thought. Just as you would carefully tend to a garden to ensure the seeds you plant grow into something beneficial, so too must you tend to your mind. What seeds are you planting? Are they ones of success and empowerment? Or are they ones of limitation and fear? The law of manifestation teaches us that we can create the world we want by consciously directing our thoughts toward what we desire. But this requires focus, intention, and clarity. The mind is a powerful tool, so powerful in fact that it's easy to overlook. Most of us are unaware of how much we rely on our minds to shape our reality. In fact, much of what we experience is directly linked to the thoughts we hold. If you think you're unworthy, undeserving, or incapable of achieving your dreams, your actions will align with these thoughts, and the world will mirror your beliefs. If, however, you believe you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success, the world will also reflect these empowering thoughts back to you. Action steps. Become aware of your thoughts. Begin by observing your thoughts throughout the day. Pay attention to the patterns and the things you tell yourself. Are they empowering or limiting? Identify negative thoughts. When you notice thoughts of doubt, fear, or negativity, consciously replace them with positive affirmations. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I am worthy and capable of success." Practice mindfulness. Set aside a few minutes every day to practice mindfulness. This means being present in the moment and aware of your thoughts without judgment. The more mindful you are, the more control you'll have over what you allow into your mind. Create a thought journal. Write down your thoughts at the end of each day. Reflect on the positive and negative ones. and start to consciously choose which thoughts you will allow to take root. Over time, this practice will help you shift your mindset toward empowerment. Set daily intentions. Start your day by setting an intention. Focus your thoughts on what you want to achieve, and visualize your day unfolding exactly as you desire. Hold this vision in your mind and allow it to shape your actions throughout the day. The power of repetition. The more you repeat empowering thoughts, the more they become embedded in your subconscious mind. Over time, your subconscious will start to work in alignment with these positive thoughts, creating the circumstances and opportunities needed to bring them into reality. Just like you wouldn't expect a seed to grow overnight, you must nurture your thoughts over time to see them blossom into your desired outcomes. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, ask yourself, what am I thinking about the most in my life? What are my predominant beliefs? Are they serving me, or are they limiting me? The answers to these questions will reveal the starting point for transforming your reality. Understand that your thoughts are not just passing moments. They are the architects of your life. The law of manifestation demands that you begin to take responsibility for the power you have always had. As you move forward in this journey, remember that the mind is a powerful tool, one that can create or destroy. By learning to harness and direct your thoughts, you begin to unlock the infinite possibilities that lie within the universal mind. Through focused thought, discipline, and intention, you will manifest the life you desire. This first lesson is foundational. Mastering your thoughts is the first step in mastering your life. As you practice this, you'll begin to see the world shift around you, reflecting back the power and intention you've placed in your mind. Take the time to cultivate this awareness, for it is the key to all manifestation. Lesson 2. Harnessing the mechanism. Your brain. Objective. Learn to understand and control the tool that channels universal energy. The brain. Key points. Your brain is the central mechanism through which all thought is processed and transmitted into reality. The mind works as a powerful tool for manifestation, but it must be understood, trained, and harnessed to its fullest potential. Just as you would care for and learn to use a complex piece of machinery, so too must you care for and train your mind to effectively create the life you desire. The brain, the central mechanism of manifestation. The brain is the most extraordinary mechanism ever created, surpassing any machine ever invented. It is the interface between your thoughts and the physical reality you experience. Yet despite its incredible power, it is often underutilized and misunderstood. Just as electricity requires wires to direct its flow, your thoughts require the proper channels in your brain to manifest effectively in the physical world. This is why it's vital to understand the mechanics of your brain and how to use it to create the outcomes you desire. Your brain is not a passive receiver of external stimuli. It is an active creator. Everything you experience begins in the brain. It processes your thoughts and turns them into action, which in turn shapes your reality. But for this mechanism to work at its full potential, you must understand how to direct it. Think of it as a complex machine. If you don't know how to use it properly, it can malfunction or underperform. But when you understand how it works, you can wield it as a tool for immense power. The brain processes billions of thoughts each day, and most of them are automatic, running on autopilot. The key to manifestation is gaining control over your thoughts and consciously directing them toward your desired outcomes. This requires focus, discipline, and a deep understanding of how your brain operates. The science of the brain and thought. Your brain consists of neurons that transmit electrical signals, allowing your thoughts to flow throughout your body. These neural connections are strengthened by repetition, meaning the more often you think a certain thought, the stronger that thought becomes in your mind. This is why it's so crucial to train your brain to focus on positive, empowering thoughts that align with your goals. When you focus on a particular goal or desire, your brain begins to build neural pathways that align with that focus. Over time, these pathways strengthen, and your mind becomes increasingly adept at bringing that desire into your physical reality. This is the brain's mechanism for manifestation. By creating new pathways that support your desires, you align yourself with the energy required to make those desires real. The brain also works in tandem with your nervous system, sending impulses to every part of your body to make your thoughts and desires manifest. When you focus on something with intense concentration, the brain works to bring that vision into your physical reality by signaling the body to take action toward that goal. This is why manifestation requires both mental and physical action. You can't simply wish for things to happen. You must align your thoughts with action. Action steps. Understand your brain's power. Begin by recognizing that your brain is a powerful tool capable of shaping your reality. When you understand this, you can begin to consciously direct it. Practice focused thought. Dedicate a specific time each day to practice focusing your thoughts on one desired outcome. During this time, block out distractions and bring your full attention to your goal. Focus all your mental energy on what you want to manifest. This will begin to rewire your brain to align with your desires. Visualize your desires. Visualization is a powerful tool for training your brain. Take time every day to vividly imagine the reality you wish to create. The more real you can make it in your mind, the stronger the neural pathways will become. Refine your focus. Focus is the key to manifestation. Choose one goal to concentrate on for the next 30 days. Each day, give your undivided attention to this goal, visualizing it as if it has already happened. Let your brain build the necessary pathways to make it real. Strengthen neural pathways. Repetition is crucial in training your brain. Every time you focus on your goal, you strengthen the neural pathways that support it. Begin with simple, positive affirmations that support your vision. Repeat them daily to reinforce the neural circuits that align with your desires. Use mental exercises. Strengthen your mental discipline with exercises that train your focus. Try techniques like concentration meditation, where you focus on a single point or thought for an extended period of time. This will help you train your brain to concentrate and direct your energy effectively. Maintain a growth mindset. The brain is capable of change. This is known as neuroplasticity. As you continue to practice focusing on your goals, your brain will grow and adapt, making it easier to manifest what you desire. Embrace the process of growth and remain patient with yourself. Trust that with practice, your brain will begin to respond more quickly and effectively to your thoughts. Aligning thought with action. Manifestation is not a passive process. It requires you to take inspired action. When your thoughts are aligned with your desires, the brain will begin to push you toward the right actions, even when you don't consciously realize it. This is where the magic happens. Your brain connects with the universal energy to direct your actions toward your goal. But it's crucial that you also take physical action. Manifestation requires both mental and physical participation. Reflection. As you move through this lesson, take a moment to reflect on the brain as your ultimate tool for manifestation. Ask yourself, how well do I understand the power of my brain? What thoughts have I been habitually thinking that may not align with my desires? What actions can I take today to begin training my brain for success? By taking the time to understand the incredible power of your brain, you'll begin to unlock its potential for creating the life you desire. As you continue practicing focus, visualization, and action, you will see your brain working in alignment with your goals. In this lesson, you learned that the brain is the central mechanism that channels the power of your thoughts into physical reality. By mastering the ability to control and direct your thoughts, you begin to unlock the immense potential of your brain. It's time to stop letting your brain run on autopilot and start consciously directing it toward your desired outcomes. Through practice, focus, and disciplined effort, you will soon realize that the power to create the life you desire has always been within you. Lesson 3. The power of focus and concentration. Objective. Develop the discipline of focus to direct your thoughts towards your goals. Key points. Focus is the key to harnessing the power of your thoughts. It is through concentration that your thoughts take form and begin to manifest in reality. Distraction is one of the greatest obstacles to manifestation. Scattered thoughts lead to scattered results. The law of manifestation operates on the principle that concentrated thought directed toward a single objective creates the conditions necessary to bring that desire into being. The importance of focus and concentration. Focus is the most powerful tool at your disposal when it comes to manifesting your desires. You can have the most brilliant ideas, the clearest vision, and the strongest intentions. But without focus, those desires will remain only dreams. The law of manifestation works by aligning the energy of your thoughts with your intentions. But that energy must be focused to create tangible results. Think of focus as a magnifying glass. When the rays of sunlight are scattered, they have little effect. But when you concentrate them through the lens of the magnifying glass, they can burn through paper, metal, and even stone. The same is true with your thoughts. When your thoughts are scattered, they create little effect. But when you direct them with laser-like focus toward a single purpose, they can cut through obstacles and create change in your life. Many people fail to manifest their desires because they do not focus their thoughts long enough or consistently enough to make them real. They allow distractions, doubts, and external influences to pull their attention away from their goals, causing their manifestation efforts to lose power. Concentration, on the other hand, creates power. It is the ability to hold your mind and energy on a single goal with unwavering focus that unlocks the full potential of the law of manifestation. The mechanics of focus. Focus is a learned skill. It is not something that comes naturally to most people in our modern, distraction-filled world. But just like any other skill, it can be developed with practice. Focus requires training your mind to pay attention to a single objective without letting distractions pull you away. In order to manifest your desires, you must learn how to silence the noise of the world and concentrate on your goal with full intention. When you focus your thoughts on a single outcome, you begin to align the energy of your mind with the energy of the universe. This alignment is what allows manifestation to occur. It is through concentrated thought and intention that you direct the universal energy to bring about the conditions, opportunities, and circumstances necessary to make your goal a reality. However, concentration is not something that can be achieved overnight. It is a discipline that must be cultivated. It requires you to practice focusing your attention and blocking out distractions. It requires you to build the mental muscle necessary to stay focused, no matter how tempting it may be to give up or divert your attention elsewhere. Action steps. Choose one goal to focus on. Pick one specific goal or desire to focus on for the next 30 days. It should be something that excites you, but also something that feels achievable. This will give you a clear target to concentrate your energy on. Set time blocks for focused work. Set aside 20 to 30 minutes every day where you can work on this goal with no distractions. During this time, turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and focus solely on your goal. The more you practice uninterrupted focus, the more natural it will become. Use visualization techniques. Before diving into your focused work, take a few minutes to visualize the successful completion of your goal. See it in vivid detail. Feel the emotions of achieving it. The more real and detailed your visualization, the more effective your focus will be. Practice meditation. Meditation is a powerful tool for training focus. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day meditating and focusing on your breath or a single thought. Whenever your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your focal point. This will help you build mental discipline. Redirect your attention. During the day, you will be tempted to focus on other things, worries, distractions, or doubts. When this happens, consciously redirect your attention back to your goal. This is an ongoing practice. Each time you redirect your thoughts, you are strengthening your ability to stay focused. Track your progress. Keep a journal to track your progress with your focused goal. Note the moments where your attention wandered and what caused it. Then, reflect on how you brought your attention back. Over time, you will notice patterns and areas for improvement. Celebrate small wins. As you begin to manifest small results or progress toward your goal, take a moment to celebrate. This reinforces the focus and motivates you to continue. Concentration and discipline. As you practice concentration, you will notice that your mental clarity improves. You will begin to make better decisions, take more inspired action, and see new opportunities arise that align with your goal. Discipline plays a key role in focus. The more disciplined you are in maintaining your focus, the stronger the energy of your thoughts becomes. In time, this discipline will shape your entire reality. The more you concentrate on your goal, the clearer your path will become. Your brain will begin to filter out distractions and align itself with your desire. Opportunities will present themselves, and you will find that the right circumstances begin to unfold naturally. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, reflect on your ability to focus. Consider these questions. How often do I allow distractions to pull me away from my goals? What habits or thought patterns cause my focus to wander? What steps can I take today to improve my concentration and stay focused on my desires? By practicing concentration and focus, you are directly influencing the manifestation process. The clearer and more consistent your focus, the more powerful your thoughts become. And when you focus your thoughts with intention and purpose, the world will align itself to bring you what you desire. Focus is the catalyst that turns thoughts into reality. By learning to direct your attention and eliminate distractions, you are setting yourself up to harness the full power of the law of manifestation. As you continue to practice focus, you will unlock new levels of personal power, and your ability to manifest your desires will grow exponentially. Focus is the foundation of all successful manifestation. It is the force that drives your mind, body, and soul toward the realization of your dreams. Lesson 4. Aligning your desires with universal laws. Objective. Understand that manifestation requires not only focus, but alignment with universal principles of truth, morality, and growth. Key points. Manifestation is a two-way interaction. While you focus your thoughts and energy on your desires, the universe must align with those desires in a way that benefits your growth and well-being. Your desires must be in harmony with universal laws, meaning they should be constructive, moral, and aligned with your higher purpose. Manifestation will not occur if your desires contradict the natural flow of the universe or cause harm to others. True manifestation requires balance with the greater good. The universal laws of manifestation. In order to manifest your desires, it is crucial to understand the greater laws that govern the universe. These laws exist beyond human control. They are the fundamental principles that shape reality. When you align your desires with these laws, manifestation becomes effortless because you are in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. One of the most important aspects of manifestation is alignment. It's not enough to simply focus on what you want. You must also ensure that your desires align with universal principles. This alignment brings balance, purpose, and strength to your manifestations. Without alignment, your desires will feel forced, shallow, or even damaging. Manifestation works best when your goals are aligned with the greater good, the laws of nature, and your higher self. For example, if your desire is to gain wealth, but you are focused on obtaining it at the expense of others, you are out of alignment with universal law. The universe will not support desires that create harm or imbalance. On the other hand, when your desire for wealth comes with the intention to create positive change, help others, and contribute to the well-being of those around you, you align your intentions with the universal flow of abundance. The law of cause and effect. This law is one of the most fundamental principles in the universe. It states that every action, thought, or intention you put out into the world will create a corresponding effect. When you align your desires with positive intentions and constructive actions, you invite positive outcomes into your life. However, when your actions are based on greed, manipulation, or harm, the universe will reflect that imbalance back to you in the form of negative consequences. The law of cause and effect reminds us that everything we send into the world, whether through our thoughts, words, or actions, comes back to us. This is why it is crucial to examine your desires. Are they rooted in the highest good for all involved? Are they aligned with your deeper values and purpose? The more you align with these principles, the more easily your desires will manifest. The law of harmony and balance. The universe thrives on balance. Every force, every energy, and every being in the cosmos is part of a delicate equilibrium. When you align your desires with this balance, you ensure that they will manifest in a way that supports your well-being, as well as the well-being of others. Desires that are rooted in selfishness or imbalances will eventually disrupt this harmony and lead to dissatisfaction or conflict. When you are in harmony with universal laws, everything in your life aligns. Your thoughts, your actions, your relationships, and your opportunities. Manifestation becomes effortless when you are aligned with the natural flow of energy and balance that governs the universe. This is why it's essential to evaluate your desires regularly and ensure they are aligned with your higher self and the greater good. Action steps. Examine the motive behind your desires. Take a moment to reflect on your desires and goals. Are they rooted in your higher purpose? Are they aligned with the greater good? Or are they purely self-serving? Journal about your true motivations behind each desire and ensure they come from a place of integrity and service. Align your desires with universal good. Before pursuing any goal, ask yourself how it will contribute to the well-being of others. How will your success benefit the world around you? The more you align your desires with positive contributions, the easier it will be to manifest them. Refine your desires. If you discover that your desires are rooted in selfishness, greed, or harm, refine them. Shift your focus from what you can take to what you can give. For example, if you desire financial success, think about how your wealth can empower others or create opportunities for those in need. Practice gratitude for the abundance around you. One of the most effective ways to align yourself with universal laws is to practice gratitude. Take time each day to acknowledge the abundance you already have, whether it's your health, relationships, or opportunities. Gratitude brings you into alignment with the natural flow of abundance in the universe. Visualize the positive impact of your desires. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing the positive effects of your desires. Imagine how your success, wealth, or happiness will positively impact the world around you. This will align your desires with universal energy and ensure that your manifestations are in harmony with the greater good. Cultivate moral integrity. Align your actions with a strong sense of moral integrity. Ensure that your decisions and actions are made with honesty, transparency, and respect for others. Integrity strengthens the connection between your desires and the universal flow of energy, making manifestation smoother and more powerful. Focus on personal growth. Align your desires with your personal development. Manifestation is not only about acquiring material things, but about growing as an individual. Ensure that your desires contribute to your growth and allow you to become the best version of yourself. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, ask yourself, are my desires aligned with the highest good of all? How can I refine my goals to better serve others and the universe? What actions can I take today to align my desires with universal laws? As you practice alignment with universal laws, you'll begin to see that manifestation becomes easier, more natural, and more fulfilling. When your desires are rooted in balance, morality, and the greater good, you will feel an inner sense of peace and clarity as you move toward your goals. The power of universal alignment. When you align your desires with the universal flow of energy, you enter into a state of harmony and balance. The universe becomes your ally, and your desires begin to manifest effortlessly. In this state of alignment, you can trust that everything you need will come to you at the right time and in the right way. Alignment with universal laws creates a flow of energy that supports your dreams, and in return, you become a channel for that energy to flow out into the world. This is the true essence of manifestation. When you are in harmony with the universe, everything becomes possible. In this lesson, you learn that successful manifestation is not just about focusing on your desires, but also about aligning them with the greater universal laws. By ensuring your desires are rooted in integrity, balance, and the well-being of others, you unlock the full power of the law of manifestation. When you operate in harmony with these principles, you will find that your desires come to fruition with ease and grace. The universe supports those who seek to create positive change. And when you align with that flow, you become a powerful force for good. Lesson 5. Cultivating discipline and consistency. Objective. Understand that manifestation requires consistent practice and mental discipline. Key points. Manifestation is not an overnight process. It requires a steady, disciplined approach to bring your desires into reality. Consistency in thoughts, actions, and mindset creates momentum and keeps your energy focused on your goals. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Without it, even the most powerful intentions will falter. The role of discipline in manifestation. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is easy to be inspired for a short time, but it is the discipline to stay committed day after day that turns dreams into reality. Manifestation requires consistent mental effort, consciously directing your thoughts and energy toward your desires on a regular basis. While it's common to think that once you've set your intentions, the universe will automatically respond, this is not the case. The universe responds to your thoughts, but it also responds to your actions and your level of commitment. Your thoughts alone will not manifest results unless they are accompanied by consistent action, a disciplined mindset, and a persistent effort toward your goals. Discipline means doing the work, even when motivation fades or when distractions arise. It's easy to be excited about your goals at the beginning, but true manifestation requires maintaining focus over time. Success does not come from sporadic bursts of effort, but from the steady, daily commitment to your desires. Whether that means setting aside time each day to work toward your goal, taking actionable steps toward your dream, or consistently reminding yourself of your vision, it is this daily commitment that builds the momentum needed to manifest your desires. Consistency breeds results. Consistency is the ally of manifestation. Manifesting your desires doesn't happen by thinking about them once or twice a week. It happens when you consistently direct your energy toward them. Whether it's visualizing your goal, practicing affirmations, or taking small, deliberate actions every day, consistency is what eventually shapes your reality. Consistency builds trust with the universe. It shows that you are committed to your desires, that you are dedicated to their realization. This commitment is what transforms your thoughts into tangible results. Manifestation is not about wishing for things to appear. It's about steadily working toward your goals and aligning your energy with your intentions. Discipline and consistency allow you to keep your focus intact and to keep moving forward, even when you face setbacks, doubts, or obstacles. These challenges are part of the process, but when you remain consistent, you build the resilience necessary to overcome them. Building daily habits for success. Manifestation is a lifestyle. It's not something you do once a week or whenever you feel like it. It's something that requires daily attention and care. The more consistently you direct your energy and attention toward your goals, the more quickly you will see results. Building positive habits that support your goals is key to maintaining momentum and staying disciplined. You may have heard the phrase, "Success is a series of small, consistent actions." This is the truth. Small, disciplined steps taken daily will ultimately lead you to the big results you desire. Start by identifying 1 or 2 daily habits that you can incorporate into your routine that will move you closer to your goal. Whether it's reading, journaling, working on a project, or even practicing mental discipline through visualization or meditation, these small actions compound over time to create massive change. Action steps. Create a daily routine. Design a daily schedule that includes time for focused work toward your desires. Whether it's time for visualization, planning, or taking action, make sure that you prioritize your goals in your routine. Write this schedule down and commit to it. Start small, Build gradually. Begin with small, manageable tasks that move you toward your goal. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many tasks at once. Start with one key action you can commit to each day and build from there. Track your progress. Keep a journal of your daily progress. Track the actions you've taken, the thoughts you focused on, and any challenges you faced. Reflect on what you accomplished and celebrate small wins along the way. Set reminders and cues. Set up visual or physical reminders that keep you aligned with your goals. Whether it's a vision board, a list of affirmations, or an alarm on your phone to remind you to take a small action toward your goal, consistency is built by creating reminders that keep you on track. Cultivate patience. Understand that manifestation takes time. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Keep focusing on your goal, knowing that every small action you take is building momentum toward your success. Embrace setbacks as growth. When challenges arise, don't view them as failures. See them as learning opportunities. When you face obstacles, it's a chance to refine your approach and strengthen your commitment. Use these moments to build resilience. Develop mental discipline. Strengthen your mental discipline by practicing mindfulness and self-control. Each time you resist the urge to procrastinate or give in to distractions, you are building the discipline needed for success. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, ask yourself, how consistent am I in pursuing my goals each day? What habits or distractions pull me away from my desires? What small, actionable steps can I take today to build more consistency and discipline in my life? Discipline and consistency are not qualities you either have or don't have. They are skills that can be developed. By committing to your goals every day, practicing self-discipline, and maintaining consistency, you will create the conditions necessary for your desires to manifest. The universe responds to your actions, and when you show the universe that you are dedicated to your dreams, it will provide you with the opportunities, resources, and circumstances needed to achieve them. In this lesson, you learn that manifestation requires consistent effort and discipline. By developing daily habits, focusing on small actions, and remaining committed to your desires over time, you will create the momentum needed for manifestation to occur. Discipline is not about rigid control. It's about consistency, trust, and dedication. When you embrace this mindset, you align your actions with your intentions, and you become unstoppable in the pursuit of your dreams. Lesson 6. Practice gratitude and patience. Objective. Recognize that manifestation requires not just action, but also the cultivation of gratitude and patience to allow your desires to unfold naturally. Key points. Gratitude aligns you with the energy of abundance, helping to attract more of what you are thankful for into your life. Patience is essential for allowing the universe to bring your desires to fruition in its own perfect timing. Manifestation is a process that cannot be rushed. It requires trust that what you desire is already on its way to you. The role of gratitude in manifestation. Gratitude is one of the most powerful energies you can harness on your journey to manifesting your desires. It's a frequency that resonates with the law of manifestation, creating an open channel for abundance to flow into your life. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you align your energy with the vibration of abundance. This, in turn, attracts more things to be grateful for. Gratitude does not just mean acknowledging what you have. It's a mindset that influences your perspective. The more you practice gratitude, the more you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. you begin to realize that you are not lacking, but that everything you need is already available to you. This shift is critical because the universe does not respond to what you lack. It responds to what you focus on. If you focus on lack, you attract more of it. But when you focus on gratitude, the universe reciprocates with more things to be grateful for. Why patience is essential. While gratitude helps you open yourself to the energy of abundance, patience is what allows the universe to bring your desires to fruition in its own time. Too often, people become frustrated when things don't manifest as quickly as they would like. They begin to doubt the process, questioning whether they are doing something wrong. But manifestation is not a process that can be rushed. Just as you wouldn't expect a plant to grow overnight, you cannot expect your desires to materialize instantly. The universe operates in its own perfect timing, and part of the manifestation process is learning to trust that the things you desire are already on their way. Patience allows you to remain calm and open, knowing that your desires are being aligned in perfect order, even if you cannot see the results yet. Patience also teaches you to enjoy the journey. Instead of focusing solely on the destination, you begin to appreciate the steps you're taking toward your goals. When you release the need for immediate results, you free yourself from frustration and stress and allow the process to unfold naturally. The power of gratitude and patience. Together, gratitude and patience work hand in hand. Gratitude aligns you with abundance, and patience allows you to wait for that abundance to appear in its perfect form. When you practice both, you strengthen your ability to manifest your desires. You stop forcing things to happen and instead trust that everything is unfolding as it should. You begin to see setbacks and delays not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and refinement. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's not yet here to what's already present in your life. Patience allows you to trust that what you desire is already on its way, and that everything you are doing is bringing you closer to it. Together, they create a powerful combination that speeds up the manifestation process and enhances the energy around your desires. Action steps. Start a gratitude journal. Every morning or evening, write down 5 things you are grateful for. These can be small or large, anything from a warm cup of coffee to the opportunities in your life. The more you focus on gratitude, the more you attract things to be grateful for. Practice gratitude throughout the day. In addition to your journal, take moments during your day to pause and acknowledge what you're grateful for. When you're walking, driving, or waiting in line, use those moments to mentally list things you're thankful for. This keeps your energy aligned with abundance. Release control and practice. Patience. Identify areas in your life where you are pushing too hard or getting frustrated because results aren't coming fast enough. Consciously choose to step back, release control, and trust the process. Recognize that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goal, even if the results are not yet visible. Visualize your desires with gratitude. As you visualize your desires coming to fruition, add an element of gratitude to your practice. Imagine how it will feel to have your desires manifested, and give thanks for the experience as if it has already happened. Reframe setbacks as opportunities. Whenever you face a setback or delay, instead of becoming frustrated, take a step back and practice patience. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? Use each challenge as an opportunity to build resilience and patience. Be grateful for the process. Understand that the journey to your goals is just as important as the destination. Celebrate each small step you take and be grateful for the lessons and growth that come from every stage of the manifestation process. Trust the timing of the universe. Remind yourself daily that everything is happening at the right time. Trust that the universe knows when to deliver what you desire, and that it will come when you are ready to receive it. Let go of the need to rush things. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, reflect on the following. How often do I practice gratitude in my life? What areas of my life require more patience, and how can I cultivate it? How can I better align my mindset with trust, knowing that my desires are on their way? Gratitude and patience will be your allies as you continue on your manifestation journey. These practices will help you remain in alignment with abundance and keep you grounded as you wait for the universe to deliver what you've asked for. Remember, manifestation is a process, not an event. By practicing gratitude and patience, you free yourself from the need to control the outcome, allowing the universe to work on your behalf and bring your desires into being. In this lesson, you learn the importance of gratitude and patience in the manifestation process. Gratitude opens the channel for abundance, while patience allows the universe to work in its perfect timing. When you combine these two elements, you enhance your ability to manifest your desires, aligning yourself with the natural flow of the universe. Through gratitude, you attract more of what you want, and through patience, you trust the process, allowing your dreams to unfold in their own time. Lesson 7. Becoming a channel for universal power. Objective. Master the art of becoming a channel for the universal mind, allowing it to work through you and manifest the life you desire. Key points. The universal mind flows through all of us. We are merely channels for its creative power. To manifest your desires, you must align your energy with the universal mind and allow it to work through you. True manifestation comes when you stop trying to control every outcome and instead surrender to the flow of the universe, trusting that it will guide you. The universal mind and its power. The concept of the universal mind is a profound one. It represents the infinite, boundless energy that governs all creation. It is the source from which all things come and to which all things return. This energy flows through every living being, and we, as individuals, are merely channels for this power. The universe does not exist outside of us, but within us and all around us, always available to guide, create, and manifest. When you are aligned with the universal mind, you allow its power to flow through you effortlessly. This flow is not about force or control. It is about surrendering to the natural rhythm of the universe. We are not separate from the universe. We are part of it. By understanding this interconnectedness and aligning ourselves with the energy of the universal mind, we begin to manifest our desires, not through our own limited will, but through the infinite creative power of the universe itself. Becoming a clear channel. To manifest effectively, you must first clear any blockages that may be preventing the energy of the universal mind from flowing through you. These blockages often come in the form of limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, or a lack of trust in the process of manifestation. When you carry negative thoughts or feelings, you create a resistance to the flow of universal energy, which prevents you from receiving what you desire. Becoming a channel for universal power means removing the obstacles that stand in your way. It means letting go of control and trusting that the universe knows what's best for you. It's about stepping into your role as a creator, not through force, but through alignment. The clearer your channel, the more effortlessly your desires will manifest. Surrendering control. One of the greatest obstacles in the manifestation process is the desire for control. Many people believe that they must control every aspect of their lives in order to make their dreams come true. But this is not how manifestation works. True power comes from surrendering to the flow of the universe, trusting that the universe will guide you toward your highest good. Surrender does not mean giving up on your desires. It means releasing the need to micromanage how they manifest. It means trusting that everything is unfolding as it should, and allowing the universe to deliver what you need in perfect timing. This trust allows you to stop forcing outcomes, and instead, align yourself with the natural flow of abundance and creation. The role of faith and trust. Faith and trust are essential to becoming a channel for universal power. You must believe that the universe is always working for your highest good, even when the results are not immediately visible. By trusting the process and having faith that what you desire is already on its way to you, you allow the universal mind to take over and guide you toward your dreams. Trusting the universe also means being open to receiving. Sometimes, the path to your desires may not look like what you expected. The universe may present you with opportunities or experiences that push you outside of your comfort zone. But they are often the very things that will bring you closer to your goals. You must trust that every step is leading you in the right direction, even when it feels uncertain. Action steps. Clear your mind and let go of resistance. Begin by identifying any limiting beliefs or fears that are blocking the flow of energy in your life. These could be thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve success." Challenge these beliefs and replace them with affirmations of your worthiness and power. Surrender control. Consciously release the need to control every detail of your manifestation. Focus on the end result, but trust that the universe will guide you to it in its own time and in the perfect way. Each time you feel the urge to control, pause and remind yourself that you are a channel, not the creator of the universe. Align with the universal mind. Spend time each day connecting with the universal mind. This could be through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. In these moments, open yourself up to receiving guidance, inspiration, and clarity from the universe. Trust the process. Practice. Trusting the process of manifestation. If something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? Understand that every experience is leading you closer to your desires. Stay open to possibilities. Manifestation does not always come in the form you expect. Stay open to new opportunities and be willing to explore different paths. When you align with the universal mind, you allow yourself to receive blessings in ways you may not have anticipated. Use visualization. Visualize yourself as a channel for universal energy. Picture yourself receiving guidance, inspiration, and power from the universe, and then channeling it into your desires. Visualize yourself moving through life with ease, trusting the flow of energy that is always with you. Cultivate gratitude for the universal flow. Every day, express gratitude for the energy that flows through you. Recognize that the universal mind is always guiding you, and be thankful for the opportunities and experiences that come your way. Gratitude will strengthen your connection to the universe and align you even further with its power. Reflection. At the end of this lesson, take time to reflect on your relationship with the universal mind. How do I view myself in relation to the universe? Do I see myself as separate or as part of the flow? What fears or limiting beliefs are blocking my connection to universal power? How can I surrender more fully to the flow of the universe and trust that my desires are on their way? When you learn to become a clear channel for universal power, you will experience the effortless flow of manifestation. You stop trying to control every aspect of your life and instead allow the universe to guide you. Trusting that the universe is always working for your highest good and surrendering to its flow will bring you closer to your desires. As you let go of resistance and allow yourself to be a vessel for the universal mind, you open the door to infinite possibilities, and your dreams begin to manifest with ease and grace. In this lesson, you learned how to become a channel for universal power. By aligning with the universal mind, releasing control, and trusting the process of manifestation, you open yourself to receiving the abundant flow of energy that is always available to you. Trusting and surrendering to the universe are key to unlocking your true power and allowing your desires to unfold naturally. When you become a clear channel, manifestation becomes effortless, and your desires begin to flow into your life. Thank you, Grimface Warriors, for joining us on this journey today. Your commitment to mastering the power within you is the first step toward unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, the path to success isn't about force or control. It's about alignment, focus, and trust in the universal flow that guides you. For those of you who are just starting to explore the Grimface movement, we welcome you to the family. This is not just a channel, it's a community of warriors who refuse to conform, who choose to take control, and who are relentless in their pursuit of personal transformation. If you're ready to step into your power, manifest your desires, and break free from the chains that bind you, hit that subscribe button. Stay committed, stay disciplined, and keep pushing forward. Your victory is inevitable. Until next time, stay strong, stay relentless, and remember, we are the architects of our own destiny. Welcome to Grimface. What if I told you that deep within you lies a power so immense, so undeniable, that it has the potential to reshape everything in your life? A force so raw and infinite that the reality you know could be redefined, if only you knew how to access it. This power isn't some mystical force beyond your control. It's not some faraway dream. No, it's real, and it's already inside of you. It's invisible, it's intangible, but it is all-encompassing. It is the invisible power that has been at work since the beginning of time, the power through which every creation in the universe has emerged, and it's yours to command. We have been told for centuries that this force is external, that it resides in some higher power or deity. But what if the truth is simpler? What if the force is not beyond you, but within you? What if this invisible power is the very essence of your being? The force that animates your thoughts, your actions, your dreams, and your destiny. This power is the source of everything. It is the essence from which all things have been created and are continually being recreated. We can call it the universe. We can call it spirit. We can call it God. But none of these labels truly capture its full potential. It is an energy that permeates everything, and it is within your reach, should you choose to tap into it. The question is, do you truly believe it? You see, this power is often misunderstood, misdirected, or forgotten. Why? Because we are distracted by the physical world, by the material world. We focus on the tangible, on what we can see and touch with our senses. The world tells us that the only real power lies in the body, in the visible, in what we can see with our eyes. But the truth is that this body, this physical entity you call you, is just the surface. The true force, the true power, is invisible. It is the impersonal subconscious mind that holds the key to everything. The conscious mind, the mind that is aware of itself, the one that makes decisions, the one that takes action, is limited. It is constrained by the beliefs we hold, by the restrictions we impose on ourselves, by the doubts we harbor about our own potential. This conscious mind has willpower, yes, but that willpower is fragile. It is susceptible to fear, to distraction, to the weight of the world. But the subconscious, the impersonal mind, operates beyond those limitations. It is a realm of infinite possibility, of boundless potential, and of a power that operates on a level beyond human comprehension. The subconscious is not bound by time or space. It is not governed by limitations. It doesn't know defeat. It doesn't know failure. It simply is, and in its existence, it has access to resources far greater than anything the conscious mind can imagine. It is here, in this invisible realm, that the true power resides. But too many of us live our lives without ever acknowledging it. We work within the confines of the conscious mind, thinking we are limited by what we see, by what we know, and by what we've been taught. But what if I told you that you are not bound by these limitations? What if I told you that your true potential is hidden in the subconscious mind and it is waiting for you to tap into it? Visualization is the key to unlocking this power. It begins with the mind. You must first create a mental image of what you want. Clear, distinct, vivid. You must see it in your mind before you can ever hope to see it in your reality. The thoughts you entertain in your mind are the blueprints of your future. The clearer your vision, the clearer your path to success. You must see your future in its entirety. You must visualize it in such detail that it becomes as real to you as the ground beneath your feet. Only then will the universe align itself to bring your vision to life. But make no mistake, this is not easy. This is not for the faint of heart. Visualization requires hard, relentless mental labor. You must build the image, refine it, perfect it. You must work on it every day, strengthening it, shaping it, until it becomes more than just an idea. It becomes a certainty, a knowing, a truth that cannot be shaken. You must not only visualize it, but you must believe in it. You must have faith in its existence before it ever materializes. You must align your thoughts, your actions, and your energy to the future you are creating. The path to manifestation is not linear. It is not a straight line. It is a journey, a process of unfolding. It begins with idealization, the creation of the plan. This is the most important step. The plan must be solid. It must be concrete. You are laying the foundation for your future, and it must be strong. You must visualize every detail. See every part of your future, from the smallest detail to the grandest vision. Do not settle for mediocrity. Do not accept anything less than your grandest vision. The more detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes. You must see your goals as already achieved. See them as if they are happening right now. Only then can they truly manifest. But idealization is not enough. You must move beyond the mental image and into the realm of action. Visualization must lead to action. This is where most people fail. They think that just by thinking about it, by visualizing it, things will happen. But no, action is required. You must work relentlessly towards your goal. You must take the steps, make the sacrifices, do the work. Every action you take brings you one step closer to your goal, and every step is a step towards creating the reality you desire. The path to manifestation is a journey of trust. Trust in the process. Trust in the power within you. Trust in the law of attraction that will bring you what you need to fulfill your vision. But trust alone is not enough. You must also be willing to make demands. Demand what you deserve. Demand what you are entitled to. The universe responds to demand. When you align your thoughts, your energy, and your will with your desire, the universe will begin to unfold the opportunities, the people, the resources, and the circumstances that you need. And when those opportunities arise, you must act. You must take the chance, seize the moment, and take the steps required to bring your vision to life. But here's the secret. The subconscious mind does not work on the conscious mind's timeline. The subconscious mind is not concerned with when you think it should manifest. It operates on its own time, its own schedule. Your job is to remain patient, to trust, and to keep working, day after day, towards your goal. The more you visualize, the more you act, the more you align yourself with your vision, the more likely it is to manifest in your life. The world is a reflection of the thoughts you entertain. If you think of lack, of fear, of limitation, you will attract those very things. But if you focus on abundance, on success, on power, you will attract those things into your life. You must become the master of your thoughts. You must think with purpose. You must think with clarity. And above all, you must think with confidence. The universe will mirror your thoughts. If you think small, you will remain small. If you think big, you will become big. If you think fear, you will manifest fear. But if you think courage, you will manifest courage. You must visualize your goals with a relentless intensity. You must keep the image in your mind until it becomes part of your very being. And when you hold that image with unwavering belief, the world will have no choice but to align itself with your vision. The law of attraction is real. It is not some abstract concept. It is a law of the universe, as real as gravity, as real as the air you breathe. But like any law, it requires you to follow it. It requires you to align your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with your desires. So ask yourself, are you ready to claim your power? Are you ready to harness the invisible force that is already inside of you? Are you ready to visualize your future with such clarity and conviction that the universe will have no choice but to bring it into being? The time is now. The power is yours. The universe is waiting for you to step up and claim what is rightfully yours. The question is, will you? Will you rise to the challenge and unlock the limitless potential that lies within you? The choice is yours. Make it count. Lesson 1. Recognizing the infinite power within. Key concept. The first and most essential step in transforming your life is to recognize and acknowledge the immense invisible power that resides within you. This power is not some abstract concept or force external to you. It is an inherent part of who you are. To access it, you must first believe that it exists within you, waiting to be tapped into. Without this understanding, without this recognition, you will remain trapped by the limitations of your own mind, focusing on what is visible and material, rather than the infinite potential within. The invisible power. Many of us are taught to look for answers and solutions outside of ourselves. We search for power, wealth, success, and happiness in external sources, other people, material possessions, circumstances, or achievements. While these things may bring temporary satisfaction, they do not hold the key to lasting fulfillment or success. The real source of power does not lie outside of you, but within. This power, though invisible to the naked eye, is the foundation for all that you desire. Imagine for a moment that your thoughts are more than just fleeting, unimportant occurrences. They are powerful forces, energies that, when focused and directed, can create the reality you experience. This is the essence of the invisible power within you. It is not just a concept. It is a practical, tangible force that can be accessed and utilized. Once you realize that this power is within you, you begin to take responsibility for the world you create. You are no longer at the mercy of external factors. You are the creator of your own life, your own future. Taking responsibility for your power. To tap into this invisible power, you must take full responsibility for your life and your circumstances. This does not mean blaming yourself for everything that has happened or feeling guilty for past mistakes. Responsibility here means accepting that you are the creator of your experiences. You are the one who shapes your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. When you understand that the power to change your life is within you, you begin to take control of your thoughts and choices. No longer are you a passive participant, swept along by the tides of life. Instead, you become an active creator, aware of your thoughts and how they impact your reality. The moment you recognize this power, everything shifts. No longer do you feel helpless, overwhelmed, or out of control. You now realize that you are the one who can influence your circumstances, and that every thought you entertain has the potential to change your world. The power of thought. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas. They are energy, vibrating at a specific frequency. When you consistently think a certain way, you begin to align yourself with that energy. For example, if you constantly think about lack, whether it's lack of money, love, or opportunity, you are aligning yourself with the energy of lack. Your mind becomes a magnet, attracting more of the same into your life. But the opposite is equally true. If you focus your thoughts on abundance, success, and possibility, you align yourself with those energies and attract those circumstances into your life. This is the foundation of the invisible power within you. Your thoughts are not mere distractions or background noise. They are the blueprint for your life. The more clearly you define what you want, the more your thoughts and energy can align with that vision. But the key is to take full responsibility for those thoughts, to be aware of the ones you allow into your mind, and to consistently feed your mind with thoughts that are aligned with your highest vision for yourself. Shifting your focus. Many people live their lives focused on the material world, on what they can see, touch, and feel. While the material world is real, it is not the source of your true power. The real power lies in your ability to focus on what is unseen, the ideas, beliefs, and thoughts that shape your reality. This shift in focus is critical. Instead of giving your energy to external circumstances and conditions, focus on the thoughts and beliefs that create those conditions. You have the ability to change your perception of reality. You have the ability to shift your focus from what is wrong or lacking in your life to what is possible and abundant. By doing so, you begin to draw more of what you desire into your experience. But this requires discipline and conscious effort. The power within you is always accessible, but it takes focused intention to bring it into your life. Mindfulness and awareness. To access the invisible power within you, You must become more mindful and aware of your thoughts. Many of us go through life on autopilot, not fully aware of the mental patterns that dominate our minds. These patterns often limit us, keeping us stuck in old habits and beliefs. Mindfulness is the practice of becoming present and aware of your thoughts, noticing the stories you tell yourself, and catching negative or limiting beliefs before they take root. Take time each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? Are these thoughts serving me? Are they aligned with the life I want to create? If you find that your thoughts are negative, fearful, or limiting, gently shift them to more empowering beliefs. You don't have to fight against negative thoughts. Simply acknowledge them and choose to replace them with thoughts that are more aligned with the person you want to become. Embracing the infinite potential. When you embrace the fact that the power to shape your life is within you, you also embrace your infinite potential. There are no limitations other than those you impose upon yourself. No one else can hold you back unless you allow them to. The only limits that exist are the ones you believe in. The moment you recognize this, the possibilities become endless. You are capable of more than you can imagine. You can achieve the impossible, manifest your wildest dreams, and create a reality that was once beyond your reach. The key is to believe in this potential. Believe that you are worthy of greatness. Believe that the universe is abundant and that you are entitled to its riches. Believe that you have the ability to create the life you desire, no matter where you are starting from. The power within you is infinite, and as soon as you realize that, you unlock the door to a future that is limitless. Action steps for lesson 1. Practice mindfulness. Start each day by becoming aware of your thoughts. Spend 5 minutes simply observing what's on your mind. Notice any patterns or recurring thoughts that could be limiting you. Reframe. Limiting beliefs. Identify one limiting belief you hold about yourself or your situation. Challenge that belief by asking, is this truly true? Replace it with a more empowering belief that aligns with your goals. Affirm your power. Create a daily affirmation that reinforces your connection to this infinite power. For example, I am the creator of my reality. My thoughts shape my world, and I have the power to transform my life. Visualize success. Spend time each day visualizing yourself living the life you desire. See it in vivid detail. Imagine how it feels to have everything you want. Make the vision so real that it becomes undeniable. Shift your focus. Throughout the day, whenever you feel stressed or anxious, take a moment to shift your focus. Bring your attention back to what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. Remind yourself that you have the power to choose your reality. Conclusion. Recognizing the invisible power within you is the first and most important step in your journey of transformation. Once you acknowledge this power, everything changes. No longer are you a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your destiny, and it all starts with the thoughts you choose to hold. Take responsibility for your power and begin to wield it consciously. You are limitless. Your potential is infinite. The world is yours to shape. Lesson 2. Visualization. The blueprint of your future. Key concept. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you have in your arsenal. It is the process of mentally creating the life you desire, a vivid, detailed image of what you want to achieve. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality, and visualization is the practice of intentionally creating a clear mental picture of your goals. It is not enough to simply wish for something. You must see it in your mind's eye, as though it is already happening. The more clearly you can visualize your future, the more your mind will work to bring it into existence. Visualization is not just a mental exercise. It is an act of creation. Every time you visualize your desires, you are laying the groundwork for their manifestation. The clearer and more detailed the image, the more real it becomes. The mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It will treat the images you hold in your mind as if they are already true, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you are creating. The power of mental images. Your mind is a powerful tool, capable of creating and manifesting anything you focus on. However, it is crucial to understand that your thoughts are like seeds. You cannot plant a seed and expect it to grow into a tree overnight. Similarly, visualization requires consistency. The more you practice it, the more you strengthen your mental images and align yourself with your desires. The brain does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and one that actually happens. When you visualize success, wealth, health, or any other goal, your brain perceives it as real. Your emotions and thoughts align with that vision, triggering the subconscious mind to take action towards making it a reality. But like any skill, the more you practice visualization, the better and more powerful you become at it. How visualization creates your reality. Visualization is not a passive process. It is an active exercise in aligning your conscious mind with the subconscious. As you visualize, you are creating a blueprint of your future. This blueprint serves as a mental guide, instructing your actions and decisions. When you have a clear image of where you want to go, your mind will work to bring that vision into reality, finding opportunities, resources, and people that will help you achieve it. Your visualization acts as a magnet for your desires. It brings clarity to your path, helps you focus on what matters most, and programs your subconscious mind to seek out the necessary steps to bring that vision into your life. Whether you realize it or not, the thoughts you hold in your mind are constantly attracting and repelling situations, people, and opportunities. The clearer the image, the more precise the manifestation. Creating a vivid, detailed image. The power of visualization lies in the details. A vague mental image will lead to vague results. The more detailed and specific your visualization, the more likely it is to manifest in your life. It is not enough to simply picture yourself achieving your goal. You must imagine every aspect of the experience, the sights, sounds, feelings, and emotions you would experience if your goal were already achieved. For example, if you want to become financially successful, don't just picture yourself having money. Visualize the specific lifestyle that comes with that financial success. See the home you live in, the car you drive, the vacations you take, the people you interact with. Feel the emotions of gratitude, excitement, and pride. The more vivid and immersive your visualization, the stronger the energy behind it, and the faster it will manifest. Engaging all the senses in your visualization. The key to effective visualization is not just seeing the images, but engaging all your senses. The more you can immerse yourself in the experience, the more powerful your visualization becomes. Engage your sight, your hearing, your touch, your taste, and your smell. The more senses you involve, the more real the experience becomes. You are not just imagining a goal, you are experiencing it in the mind. For example, if you visualize yourself stepping onto a stage to give a speech, imagine the light shining down on you. The sound of the crowd murmuring, the feeling of the microphone in your hand, the taste of excitement on your tongue, the weight of the words you are about to speak. Every detail will amplify the power of your vision, making it more likely to manifest. Overcoming doubt and resistance. When you first begin visualizing your goals, you may encounter resistance. Doubts may arise. Your logical mind might question, how can this happen? Is this even possible? This is natural. The conscious mind, the part of you that is aware and rational, can be skeptical. However, it is crucial to push past this resistance. Doubt is a powerful force that can sabotage your efforts. It is important to recognize doubt for what it is: a mental block that tries to keep you from realizing your full potential. When doubt arises, simply acknowledge it and keep moving forward. Do not allow doubt to take root. Use it as fuel to strengthen your resolve. Your subconscious mind does not care whether you think something is possible or not. It will create what you focus on. Therefore, the key to overcoming doubt is not to deny it, but to keep your focus firmly on your vision and continue the process of visualization. Visualization and the law of attraction. The law of attraction works in conjunction with visualization. When you visualize your desires with intense clarity and belief, you begin to align yourself with the vibrational frequency of those desires. Like attracts like. If you hold a clear mental image of success, health, wealth, or happiness, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of those things. As a result, you begin to attract the circumstances, people, and opportunities that are in alignment with your vision. Visualization amplifies the power of the law of attraction. The clearer the image, the more intense your feelings and emotions, the stronger the attraction. Your mind becomes a powerful magnet, pulling in the necessary resources to bring your vision into reality. The more you visualize, the more you believe in your power to create. And the more you align with your desires, the faster the universe will bring your dreams into your life. Practical steps for visualization. Create a clear vision. Begin by defining what you truly want. Don't just focus on the surface level. Get specific. What do you want to achieve, and how do you want to feel when you achieve it? Visualize the end result with clarity. Engage all your senses. As you visualize, bring your vision to life with as many details as possible. Use sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell to immerse yourself fully in the experience. Feel the emotions. The most powerful part of visualization is not just seeing the outcome, but feeling the emotions that come with it. Feel the pride, excitement, and joy of achieving your goal. The emotions amplify the power of the visualization. Visualize consistently. Make visualization a daily practice. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes each day visualizing your goals. The more consistent you are, the more powerful the results. Believe in your vision. Trust that your visualization is not just a fantasy, but a real possibility. Let go of doubt and fully believe in your ability to manifest your desires. Take action. As you visualize, take inspired action toward your goal. Visualization is not just about thinking. It is about setting the stage for you to take steps toward what you want. Trust that as you move, the universe will provide the resources, people, and opportunities you need. Conclusion. Visualization is not a passive activity. It is a dynamic, powerful tool for manifesting your desires. When practiced with clarity, consistency, and belief, visualization becomes the blueprint for your future. It helps you see where you're going, keeps you aligned with your goals, and attracts the resources needed to make them a reality. The more vivid and detailed your vision, the more powerful its manifestation. Embrace visualization as the tool of creation that it is, and watch as your dreams unfold before you. Lesson 3. Idealization. Creating a solid plan for your future. Key concept. Idealization is the process of creating a clear, structured plan for your future, one that aligns with your desires and ambitions, while visualization serves as the mental image of your goals. Idealization is the mental construction of the exact steps and strategies you will take to turn that image into a reality. Visualization gives you a mental picture of your success, but idealization helps you break down that vision into actionable, tangible steps. Idealization is the foundation of success because it takes the abstract and makes it concrete. It's the blueprint of your future. A dream without a plan is just a wish. Many people visualize their desires, but fail to put a solid plan in place. Without a plan, your dreams remain just that, dreams. But once you create a structured path to your goal, you begin the process of bringing those dreams into reality. Idealization ensures that your vision is not just an aspiration, but something actionable and measurable. The power of a clear plan. The difference between someone who is successful and someone who is stuck is often the clarity and structure of their plan. Without a plan, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. But when you have a clear plan, you know exactly where you're going and how you will get there. This clarity removes confusion, fear, and hesitation, replacing them with confidence and determination. A solid plan gives you direction, and it becomes your guiding light when challenges arise. Think of your plan as the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's the vehicle that transports you from one side to the other. Without it, you're left stranded, no matter how strong your desires or how vivid your visualization. But with an idealized plan, the journey becomes clear, and each step forward brings you closer to your destination. Breaking down your vision into steps. An essential part of idealization is breaking down your big vision into smaller, manageable steps. The larger your goal, the more you need to divide it into actionable components. For example, if your goal is to build a successful business, your idealization process may include breaking it down into smaller tasks like research, branding, marketing, and financial planning. Each of these tasks should be further broken down into smaller steps that you can begin acting on immediately. A goal without steps can feel overwhelming, but when you break it down, it becomes less daunting. You don't have to achieve the entire goal at once. Instead, you can focus on the next step, which will naturally lead you to the next, and the next. Idealization ensures that you're not just imagining the final destination, but also the journey, what it will take to get from where you are to where you want to be. The importance of specificity. One of the most powerful aspects of idealization is specificity. General goals like I want to be successful or I want to be rich are not specific enough. Success is a broad term, and wealth can mean different things to different people. If you don't define what success means to you, if you don't specify the exact metrics, outcomes, or results you're aiming for, your plan will lack direction. You need to create a specific, measurable vision of success so that you know exactly what you're working toward. Instead of simply saying, I want to be successful, specify, I want to be financially independent, earning $100,000 per year within the next 5 years. Instead of saying, I want to be healthy, Define it as, I will lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months by exercising 4 times per week and eating a plant-based diet. Specificity clarifies your path and allows you to measure your progress along the way. Setting milestones and deadlines. Once you've broken your goal down into smaller tasks, the next step is to set milestones and deadlines for each one. Milestones are key markers that signify you've reached an important point on your journey. They give you something to celebrate along the way, which keeps you motivated. Deadlines are the time frames within which you will complete each task. Deadlines create a sense of urgency, ensuring that you stay on track and avoid procrastination. Milestones and deadlines help to create a sense of momentum. They turn your goal into a series of manageable steps with concrete outcomes, and they motivate you to continue progressing. As you check off each milestone, you'll gain confidence and motivation to continue, knowing that you are making real progress toward your ultimate vision. Anticipating obstacles. Part of idealization is preparing for obstacles. Every journey toward a big goal will have challenges. If you fail to anticipate and plan for these obstacles, you may be derailed when they occur. However, when you idealize your path, part of the process is acknowledging that there will be setbacks and challenges, and deciding in advance how you will overcome them. Anticipating obstacles is about being proactive rather than reactive. For example, if you know that you may struggle with procrastination, you can plan strategies for overcoming it, such as breaking tasks into smaller parts or setting strict deadlines. If you anticipate financial hurdles, you can build a savings plan or seek advice from a mentor ahead of time. By considering the potential obstacles in advance, you equip yourself with the tools and mindset to handle challenges when they arise, preventing them from derailing your progress. The power of commitment. Once you've idealized your path, it's important to commit to it fully. Commitment is the fuel that drives you toward your goal. When you are committed, nothing can shake your resolve. It doesn't matter how difficult the journey gets. You stay the course, knowing that every step, every challenge, and every obstacle is part of the process. Commitment is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Many people start with a dream, but when the path becomes difficult or progress seems slow, they lose their commitment and give up. But when you are fully committed, you understand that the struggle is part of the journey, and it's something to be embraced rather than avoided. Practical steps for idealization. Define your vision clearly. Take time to define exactly what you want to achieve. Be as specific as possible. Write it down in clear, measurable terms so that you know exactly what you're aiming for. Break the vision into actionable steps. Divide your vision into smaller, manageable tasks. Ask yourself, what do I need to do to get from point A to point B? Then break those tasks down further into concrete actions you can take. Set milestones and deadlines. Assign specific milestones to each part of your plan. Set deadlines for each step so that you can track your progress. Deadlines create urgency, and milestones give you something to celebrate along the way. Anticipate obstacles. Identify potential obstacles you may face. How will you handle them? Have a backup plan or strategy ready to ensure you don't get derailed when challenges arise. Commit fully. Once you've created your idealized plan, commit to it wholeheartedly. This commitment is your source of strength. Remain dedicated to your goal and trust that the process will lead to success. Conclusion. Idealization is the critical bridge between visualization and manifestation. It is where your dreams become structured, actionable plans that set you on the path to success. By breaking down your vision into concrete steps, setting clear deadlines, anticipating obstacles, and committing fully to your path, you lay the foundation for your future success. Idealization gives you clarity and focus, and it empowers you to take consistent, deliberate action towards your goals. With a solid plan in place, you're no longer just hoping for success. You're actively building it. Lesson 4. Action. Bridging the gap between vision and reality. Key concept. Visualization and idealization are essential first steps in the process of achieving your goals. But without action, they remain nothing more than thoughts and wishes. Action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It transforms your thoughts into reality, turning abstract ideas into tangible achievements. This lesson is about taking the steps necessary to move forward, overcoming resistance, and making progress toward your goals every single day. To achieve anything worthwhile in life, you must be willing to take consistent, deliberate action. No amount of dreaming, planning, or visualization will bring your desires into existence unless you back them up with real, physical steps. Action is the momentum that propels you forward on your journey. The power of consistent action. The difference between successful individuals and those who remain stuck is the ability to take consistent action day after day. It is easy to be motivated when you're inspired or when things are going well. The true test of your commitment comes when the excitement fades, when challenges arise, or when you encounter obstacles. At that moment, action becomes a discipline. Success isn't about having a burst of energy for a few days, then quitting when the initial excitement wears off. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is what makes the difference between fleeting motivation and long-term achievement. Consistent action, no matter how small, builds momentum. Every step forward, every task completed, and every obstacle overcome brings you closer to your goal. Overcoming resistance. Resistance is natural. It's an internal force that tries to stop you from moving forward. It manifests as procrastination, fear, self-doubt, or a lack of motivation. Resistance can appear in many forms, and it is a common experience for anyone trying to pursue meaningful goals. The key to overcoming resistance is not to expect it to disappear, but to learn how to face it head on and push through it. Whenever you feel resistance, remind yourself of the larger purpose. Why are you doing this? What is the bigger vision behind the small, difficult task at hand? Aligning your actions with your deeper purpose helps you break through resistance. The key is not to avoid the discomfort, but to move forward despite it. You will find that once you take the first step, the resistance begins to fade and momentum builds. Breaking down the big tasks. One of the biggest challenges in taking action is feeling overwhelmed by the size or complexity of your goals. When you look at your goal as one massive, insurmountable task, it's easy to become paralyzed by doubt and fear. However, the truth is that no task is as overwhelming as it first appears. The trick is to break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. For example, if your goal is to write a book, the idea of writing hundreds of pages can be intimidating. But if you break the task down into daily writing goals, such as writing a set number of words each day, what once seemed like an insurmountable challenge becomes a simple, daily task. The same applies to any goal. Break it down into smaller chunks and tackle one piece at a time. This prevents you from feeling overwhelmed and keeps you moving forward consistently. Taking immediate action. The best way to overcome procrastination is to take immediate action. Often, the hardest part of completing any task is getting started. Once you start, momentum takes over, and the task becomes easier. The key is to commit to taking one small step right away. Whether it's making a phone call, writing a single sentence, or completing one small task, taking that first action is the key to unlocking the rest of the process. This is why it's essential to set small, actionable goals for yourself. When you begin each day by completing a task, no matter how small, you create a sense of accomplishment. This accomplishment fuels the next step, and soon, you'll find yourself making continuous progress toward your larger goals. Action breeds more action. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about starting now. Turning knowledge into action. It's common to seek knowledge before taking action, thinking that we must learn everything before we can start. While learning is important, it's equally essential to remember that knowledge without action is powerless. You must apply the knowledge you gain. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of learning and planning, but nothing happens unless you take action. For example, you might study financial strategies or business plans, but if you never put them into practice, they remain theoretical. The real power lies in doing. Take the information you've gathered and implement it. Even if it's imperfect, taking action will provide real-world experience and insights that learning alone never can. The feedback you get from action will help you adjust and improve your approach. The role of self-discipline in action. Discipline is one of the most crucial elements of successful action. It is the ability to stay focused and committed, even when distractions arise or when your motivation wanes. Self-discipline is what ensures that you stay on track and continue working toward your goals every day, regardless of how you feel. Discipline comes in many forms: waking up early to work on your goals, sticking to a schedule, resisting the urge to procrastinate, and making sacrifices in the short term for long-term gain. It is a practice that strengthens over time. The more disciplined you are, the more capable you become of taking consistent, productive action. Self-discipline is about showing up, even when you don't feel like it, and continuing to work toward your goal, no matter how long it takes. Leveraging action for feedback and improvement. Taking action provides valuable feedback that allows you to assess your progress and make improvements. No plan is perfect from the start. The only way to know what works and what doesn't is to take action. When you act, you gather data: what went well, what needs improvement, and where you can adjust your strategy. This feedback loop is essential for growth. When you take action, you begin to refine your approach, learning from your mistakes and adjusting your tactics. This continuous process of taking action, learning, and improving is what leads to eventual success. It's important to view each step as an experiment, with each success and failure offering valuable lessons. Practical steps for taking action. Start small. Break your goal down into smaller tasks that you can easily tackle. Focus on completing these tasks one at a time and celebrate each small win along the way. Commit to consistency. Make a commitment to take action every day. No matter how small, consistency builds momentum and keeps you moving forward. Take immediate action. Overcome procrastination by committing to start with just one small task. Taking that first step is often the hardest part, but once you begin, momentum will carry you forward. Create a daily action plan. Every day, Plan the specific tasks you need to complete. Set a clear agenda and stick to it. Even if you don't feel like it, take the necessary steps. Practice self-discipline. Cultivate the ability to focus on your goals, even when distractions arise. Set boundaries, avoid procrastination, and stay committed to the actions you've outlined. Seek feedback and adjust. Evaluate your actions and the results they produce. Identify what's working and what's not, and make adjustments as needed. View failure as feedback, not defeat. Conclusion. Action is the force that brings your dreams into the physical world. Without action, your goals remain as distant, unrealized fantasies. The key to success is not just to think, plan, and dream, but to consistently take the necessary steps, no matter how small, to move you closer to your goals. Break down your goals, fight through resistance, and take immediate, focused action. The road to success is paved with consistent effort, and every step forward brings you closer to making your vision a reality. Take action now, and let your journey begin. Lesson 5. Trust. Letting go of control and allowing the universe to work. Key concept. After you visualized your goals, created a clear plan, and started taking consistent action, the next critical step is to trust the process. Trust is the ability to let go of the need to control every aspect of your journey. It is the recognition that the path to your desires will unfold in its own time, according to its own rhythm. While you are responsible for your actions, trust involves surrendering the constant need for control and allowing the universe, or whatever you believe is guiding your path, to do its part in making your dreams a reality. Trust is not passive. It doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means having the confidence that you have already taken the right steps. And now, with faith and patience, you must allow things to unfold. This is where the real strength comes in. Being able to remain committed and consistent, knowing that the universe, your higher self, or whatever force you believe in, will provide you with the right opportunities at the right time. Trust is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, especially when things don't seem to be moving as quickly as you'd like. The role of patience and trust. One of the most challenging aspects of trust is patience. In a world of instant gratification, we expect quick results. We want our efforts to pay off immediately, and when they don't, doubt creeps in. However, the path to success is not linear, and it rarely happens in the timeline we expect. Trusting the process means understanding that everything happens in its own time, and that the universe operates on its own schedule. Patience is not about waiting idly for something to happen. It's about continuing to take action, while knowing that your efforts are working behind the scenes. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your efforts need time to materialize into the results you seek. Trust is the belief that the work you're doing now will pay off in the future. It's the recognition that success doesn't happen overnight, and that sometimes the universe needs to make adjustments, align the right people, and create the perfect circumstances for your success to manifest. Letting go of the need for immediate results. When you focus solely on immediate results, you may miss the bigger picture. If you focus too much on what you think should happen now, you may overlook the signs, lessons, and opportunities that are unfolding right in front of you. By constantly pushing for quick results, you risk becoming frustrated, discouraged, and distracted from your original goal. Letting go of the need for immediate gratification means releasing the tight grip on your expectations. It means trusting that what is meant for you will come to you at the right time, even if it doesn't come as quickly as you'd like. It's not about passively waiting. It's about being actively patient and confident in the process. When you trust the timing of your journey, you allow yourself the freedom to continue taking consistent action without obsessing over the speed of results, releasing control and surrendering to the process. One of the most difficult aspects of trust is the act of surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome. We often get caught up in trying to micromanage every detail, believing that if we don't control every part of the process, it will fail. However, real success comes when you stop trying to control everything and allow the universe to help guide you toward your goal. This act of surrender is not a sign of weakness. It is a demonstration of strength. It requires immense faith and confidence in your own abilities and in the process. Trusting that what is meant for you will come to you without forcing it is a powerful act. When you surrender, you open yourself up to unexpected opportunities, new paths, and creative solutions that you might have missed if you were trying to control everything. The importance of belief and faith. Trusting the process requires belief in both yourself and in the process itself. You must believe that the actions you've taken are moving you closer to your goal, even when you can't see immediate evidence of it. This belief fuels the trust that you will eventually reach your destination. Faith is not about certainty. It's about believing in something greater than yourself and surrendering to the unknown. Having faith also means trusting that even when things don't go according to plan, there is a larger picture at play. Setbacks and obstacles aren't signs that you should give up. They are opportunities to learn, adjust, and grow. The universe often provides challenges that push you to develop the skills, resilience, and strength you need to succeed. Trust is believing that these challenges are simply part of the process and that you are being prepared for what's ahead. Trusting in your inner guidance. As you take action, trust is also about listening to your inner voice. The gut feelings, instincts, and intuitions that guide you along your journey. Your subconscious mind holds wisdom that the conscious mind may not be aware of. When you learn to trust your intuition, you allow yourself to make decisions with confidence, even when the path isn't crystal clear. Often your intuition will guide you to take a step that doesn't make immediate sense, but in retrospect, it will be the right move. This intuitive guidance comes from being in alignment with your goals and your vision. When you trust yourself, you are more likely to notice the subtle nudges and signs that are pointing you in the right direction. Trusting your inner guidance helps you make choices that are congruent with your purpose and leads you toward the right opportunities. Trust and the law of attraction. Trusting the process is also deeply connected to the law of attraction. When you trust, you are aligning yourself with the energy of abundance, confidence, and positivity. The law of attraction is based on the idea that like attracts like. When you trust that your desires will manifest, you align with the vibration of success, and you attract people, situations, and opportunities that will help bring your vision into reality. Trust also helps eliminate the fear and doubt that can block the flow of abundance. Fear and doubt create resistance, which is the opposite of attraction. When you trust the process, you eliminate resistance and allow the law of attraction to work freely and in your favor. Trust is an essential component of manifestation, and without it, you will struggle to attract the results you want. Practical steps for trusting the process. Practice patience. Understand that success takes time. Focus on the actions you can take now, and trust that they will bring results in their own time. Practice patience by acknowledging that the universe operates on its own timeline. Release the need for control. Let go of the urge to micromanage every detail of your journey. Focus on what you can control: your actions, mindset, and attitude, and trust that the rest will unfold. Have faith in yourself and the process. Believe that you are on the right path, even when the results are not immediate. Trust that everything you are doing is moving you closer to your goal, even if you can't yet see the full picture. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings and inner guidance. Trust that your instincts will lead you in the right direction. When you feel uncertain, take a moment to check in with yourself and ask, what does my inner voice tell me? Embrace setbacks as lessons. When challenges arise, view them as opportunities for growth, not signs that you are on the wrong path. Trust that you are being guided to develop the qualities you need to achieve your goal. Visualize with trust. As you visualize your success, trust that it will come in due time. Let go of any attachment to a specific timeline, and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Conclusion. Trust is the unseen force that carries you through the inevitable ups and downs of your journey toward your goals. It is the belief that you are on the right path, that the universe is supporting your efforts, and that the results will come at the right time. Trusting the process frees you from anxiety, doubt, and impatience, allowing you to move forward with confidence. By practicing patience, surrendering control, and believing in the unfolding of your desires, you will find that your goals manifest more easily and effortlessly. Trust the journey, trust the process, and most importantly, trust yourself. Lesson 6. Alignment. Maintaining focus and consistency. Key concept. Alignment is the final pillar that holds up the structure of your success. It is the process of making sure that your thoughts, feelings, and actions are consistently in harmony with the goals you've set. Alignment is not about having a perfect plan, nor is it about only taking action when it feels easy. Alignment is about remaining focused on your vision, aligning your beliefs with your goals, and consistently moving forward, even when obstacles arise or when your motivation wavers. The universe, the subconscious mind, and the law of attraction all respond to the energy you put out. And alignment is what ensures that you send the right energy into the world, leading to the manifestation of your desires. The importance of alignment. When you are aligned with your goals, everything becomes easier. Opportunities flow naturally, obstacles become manageable, and you start to see synchronicities that guide you toward success. However, if you are out of alignment, you may experience resistance, confusion, or a sense of being stuck. Misalignment creates internal conflict, causing doubt, procrastination, and a lack of clarity. To achieve success, you must ensure that every part of you is working in harmony with your vision. This means your thoughts, emotions, actions, and beliefs must all be in sync with the future you are creating. Alignment isn't a one-time task. It's a continuous practice. Every moment you take action or make a decision, you must ask yourself, does this action align with my goals and vision? This process of checking in with yourself will keep you focused, ensure you're making progress, and help you stay true to your ultimate vision. Alignment of thoughts. The first and most important aspect of alignment is the alignment of your thoughts. Your mind is the starting point for all creation. What you think shapes what you believe, and your beliefs shape your actions and results. If your thoughts are constantly filled with doubt, fear, or confusion, you will attract situations and circumstances that reflect those negative thoughts. To align your thoughts, you need to intentionally focus on thoughts that empower you, thoughts that are congruent with your goals. To achieve mental alignment, practice mindfulness and awareness of your thoughts. Are your thoughts supporting your vision? Are they consistent with what you want to create? When you catch yourself thinking thoughts that aren't aligned with your goals, gently shift them. This can be done through affirmations, positive self-talk, and mental reframing. For example, if you're working toward financial independence and catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to afford that," shift it to, "I am creating the financial abundance I need to achieve my goals." This small shift in thought starts to align your mind with the belief that abundance is possible, and that belief will guide your actions. Alignment of emotions. Emotions are incredibly powerful and play a crucial role in alignment. Your emotions are an energetic signal that tell you whether you are in alignment with your desires or not. Positive emotions like excitement, joy, and gratitude signal that you are on the right track, while negative emotions like fear, anger, or frustration can indicate misalignment. When you feel negative emotions, it's essential to stop and assess the situation. Are your emotions being triggered by fear, limiting beliefs, or doubt? If so, you need to realign with your vision. Ask yourself what would feel better and shift your focus toward thoughts and feelings that empower you. Gratitude is a powerful tool for emotional realignment. When you focus on what you are grateful for, it shifts your energy and brings you into alignment with abundance. Example: if you feel frustration because your progress isn't as fast as you expected, pause and take a moment to reflect on your journey. Think about the progress you've already made and feel gratitude for the lessons you've learned. This practice of gratitude realigns you with positivity and reinforces the belief that everything is happening in the perfect time. Alignment of actions. Actions are the tangible steps that move you toward your goals, and they must be aligned with your vision. When your thoughts and emotions are in alignment with your goals, taking action becomes natural. However, when there is internal conflict, when your thoughts and emotions are out of sync with your vision, taking action can feel difficult or uninspired. To ensure your actions are aligned, break down your vision into specific actionable steps. As you take these steps, ask yourself if the actions you are taking reflect the person you need to become to achieve your goals. For example, if your goal is to run a successful business, are your daily actions reflecting the discipline, creativity, and resilience that a successful entrepreneur embodies? Are you managing your time effectively? Are you taking the right steps toward growth? Even small daily actions can have a powerful impact when they are aligned with your vision. The key is consistency. Consistent action, taken from a place of clarity and alignment, is what will eventually bring your vision into reality. Aligning beliefs with your vision. Beliefs are deeply ingrained and often form the foundation for your thoughts and actions. If your beliefs are misaligned with your vision, it can be challenging to achieve your goals. For instance, if you want to build wealth but secretly believe that money is hard to come by, or that you're not capable of achieving financial success, this belief will create internal resistance and prevent you from taking the necessary actions to achieve your goal. To realign your beliefs, identify any limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Replace them with empowering beliefs that support your vision. This process can take time, as deeply held beliefs don't change overnight. However, by consistently reinforcing new, positive beliefs through affirmations, visualization, and actions, you will slowly replace the old, limiting beliefs with ones that empower you to move forward. Aligning with your higher purpose. Your vision and goals should not only be aligned with your personal desires, but with a larger purpose that drives you. Aligning with your higher purpose gives your goals deeper meaning and makes the process more fulfilling. When you connect your actions to a greater sense of purpose, whether it's helping others, leaving a legacy, or contributing to something bigger than yourself, your work becomes more meaningful and rewarding. To connect with your higher purpose, take time to reflect on why you are pursuing your goals. What is the impact you want to have on the world or on the people around you? When your actions are aligned with this deeper purpose, you'll find more joy in the process, and the journey will feel more fulfilling. Practical steps for alignment. Monitor your thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Are they supporting your goals, or are they holding you back? Practice shifting negative thoughts and affirming beliefs that align with your desires. Check your emotions. Be mindful of your emotions. If you feel out of alignment, take a moment to reflect and shift your focus to gratitude, positivity, and the belief that your desires are already on their way. Take consistent, aligned action. Each action you take should be in harmony with your long-term vision. Break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps, and take consistent action that moves you toward those goals. Ask yourself daily, are my actions aligned with the person I want to become? Reevaluate your beliefs. Identify any beliefs that may be holding you back. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support your vision. Use affirmations, visualization, and positive actions to reinforce these new beliefs. Connect with your purpose. Regularly check in with the deeper purpose behind your goals. Ask yourself why you are pursuing these desires and how they will contribute to a larger cause or impact. Align your actions with this higher purpose for greater fulfillment. Conclusion. Alignment is the key to consistent progress and success. It is the process of ensuring that every aspect of your life, your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions are in harmony with the future you are creating. When you are aligned with your goals, everything becomes easier. Opportunities come naturally, obstacles become manageable, and your journey feels more purposeful and fulfilling. Alignment is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing practice that keeps you focused and on track. By staying true to your vision and making sure your inner world reflects the outer world you want to create, you will manifest your desires with ease and grace. Thank you, Grim-Face Warriors, for your dedication and commitment to embracing the power within. Your journey is one of strength, resilience, and relentless pursuit of your highest potential. Remember, you are the architects of your own destiny, and every step you take brings you closer to your true power. To those of you new to the Grim-Face movement, welcome. You've just taken the first step toward reclaiming control over your life and breaking free from the constraints that hold you back. This is a place for those who are willing to face the darkness, to build themselves up from the ashes, and to rise stronger than ever before. If you're ready to transform, ready to take action, and ready to become the force you're meant to be, make sure to subscribe. Join the Grim-Face movement, and together, we'll walk this path of self-mastery and empowerment. This is just the beginning. Let's make it count. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and keep pushing forward. We're in this together. In the vast expanse of existence, there exists a force so powerful, so invisible, that it shapes everything around us. It is the very essence of life itself, a force that has been recognized by humans for ages, but only truly understood by the few who dare to look beyond the surface of reality. Some call it God, others call it the Spirit, the essence, or the universal force. But it matters not what you name it, for it is not separate from you. It is within you. This force is what fuels creation itself, and it flows through every living thing. It is the invisible power that permeates everything, and it is the power that you have at your disposal. You can tap into it. You can wield it. But first, you must understand it. You have been given a gift, a power beyond comprehension, one that resides within your very being. It is the ability to create. It is the ability to manifest your desires, to shape your reality, to mold the world around you, to match the picture in your mind. The key to unlocking this power lies in understanding the two realms that govern existence: the personal and the impersonal. The personal is the realm of the conscious mind, the realm where your thoughts and will reside. It is where you have the ability to make choices, to act, to think, and to direct your energy. The impersonal is the realm of the subconscious mind, the vast, infinite, and eternal part of you that connects you to the greater universe. It is impersonal because it is beyond the scope of your conscious awareness, but it is also the source of all power. The conscious mind, your will, is the agent of choice and action, but it is limited. It is confined by the beliefs, the fears, and the doubts that you carry with you. It is limited by the material world around you. But the subconscious mind, the impersonal, has no such limitations. It is one with the infinite. It is connected to all that is. And it is through the subconscious mind that you can access the boundless potential of the universe. The first choice you must make is whether you will rely solely on the limitations of your conscious will, or whether you will tap into the infinite resources of the subconscious mind. If you choose the latter, you will begin to understand that your thoughts, your intentions, your desires are not bound by the physical limitations of the world around you. You are not confined by your circumstances, by your current state of affairs, by the lack you perceive in your life. You are connected to a power that can bring you anything you desire, anything you need to fulfill your purpose in this world. And that power resides within you. But understanding this power is not enough. You must take action. You must put in the work. The law of manifestation is not a passive law. It requires your participation. It requires you to focus your mind, to visualize your desires, and to hold those images firmly in your consciousness. You must make them real in your mind before they can become real in your world. The process of visualization is the first step in the manifestation process. You must create a clear, distinct, and detailed picture of what you want to manifest. See it clearly. See it in its fullest form. Do not hold back. Do not allow fear or doubt to cloud your vision. Make the image beautiful, grand, without limitation. But this is not something that happens overnight. This is not something that comes easily. The majority of people will fail at this first step, not because the law is flawed, but because they do not have the discipline to stay focused on their vision. They get distracted. They let their fears and doubts creep in. They give up when things don't manifest immediately. But those who are willing to put in the work, who are willing to make their mental image clear and distinct, will begin to see the results in their lives. You must be willing to work. You must be willing to visualize every single day, to return to the mental image of your future as often as necessary, until it becomes so clear that nothing can shake it. This is where the power of idealization comes in. You must first idealize what you want to create. The architect does not begin building a skyscraper without first picturing it in his mind. He sees it in its completed form before a single brick is laid. The same is true for you. You must see what you want in your mind before you can bring it into the physical world. This process of idealization is the foundation of all that will follow. Without a solid, clear vision, you will not be able to manifest anything of value. The picture must be clear. It must be permanent. It must be solid. If your vision is vague, if it is uncertain, if it lacks clarity, then you will not see the results you desire. This is why the first step is so crucial. The clearer and more vivid the mental image, the more likely it is that your desire will manifest in the physical world. As you continue to visualize, as you continue to take action, you will begin to see the universe respond. The mental image you have created will begin to take form in the physical world. It will not happen immediately. It will take time. But as you remain focused, as you continue to work with unwavering determination, you will see the manifestation of your desires begin to unfold before you. This is the power of the law of manifestation. This is the power that lies within you, and it is a power that cannot be stopped once it is set in motion. But there is one final piece to this puzzle: the power of belief. You must believe that your vision will manifest. You must have unwavering faith in the process. You must trust that, as long as you continue to work, as long as you continue to visualize and take action, your desires will be realized. Doubt, fear, and anxiety are the greatest obstacles to manifestation. They are the negative thoughts that keep you from seeing your vision clearly, from taking the necessary action, and from staying on course. You must rid yourself of these limiting beliefs. You must replace them with thoughts of abundance, of courage, of strength. You must know, with every fiber of your being, that what you desire is already yours. All you have to do is claim it. And when you begin to live from this place of certainty, when you begin to think and act as if your vision is already a reality, you will see the world around you begin to shift. Opportunities will arise. People will show up. The circumstances you need to succeed will manifest. But you must be ready. You must be open to receiving them. You must be willing to act when the time comes. You must trust the process. The law of manifestation is real. It is not a theory or a concept. It is a law, a universal truth. And once you understand it, once you begin to apply it, you will see that there is nothing you cannot create, nothing you cannot achieve. You have the power within you to shape your reality. You have the power to manifest your desires. All that is required is that you trust in yourself, trust in the process, and never give up. The law of manifestation works, but it requires your participation. It requires your commitment. It requires your belief. So take the first step. Visualize your future. Hold that vision in your mind. And know that, as long as you continue to work, as long as you continue to believe, your dreams will become a reality. The power to create is within you. The universe is waiting for you to take that first step. Do not wait. The time is now. Lesson 1. Understanding the invisible power. Objective. Recognize the omnipotent force within you that can shape your reality. In the depths of our being, there lies an invisible force, one that has always been present, but is only understood by those who are willing to look beyond the surface of life. It is a force that governs all creation, and it is through this force that everything comes into being. This force is not some distant, unreachable entity. It is a part of you. It is the essence of existence itself, flowing through your veins, guiding your thoughts, and shaping your world. Many have called this force by different names: God, the Spirit, the universal mind. But it matters not what you call it. What matters is that you recognize its presence in your life, for it is within you, and it is at your command. This invisible force, the source of all creation, operates through two realms: the personal and the impersonal. The personal is the conscious mind, the aspect of your mind that is aware of itself, that makes choices, that perceives and experiences the physical world. The impersonal is the subconscious mind, the vast, unlimited part of you that is connected to the universe, the source of all power. The personal mind is bound by the limitations of the physical world, but the impersonal mind is one with the infinite, capable of accessing boundless energy and resources that the conscious mind cannot even fathom. The first step to mastering the law of manifestation is to understand the difference between these two realms, and to recognize that the real power lies not in the conscious mind, but in the subconscious mind. The conscious mind may make choices, but it is the subconscious that has access to the infinite power of the universe. It is through the subconscious that you can connect to the universal force, to the energy that drives creation. And it is in this understanding that you begin to realize the limitless potential you have at your disposal. Key takeaways. The power is within you. The invisible force that creates and shapes all things is not external. It is within you. It is the essence of who you are, and it is accessible to you at all times. Understanding this power is the first step toward unlocking your potential. You do not need to search for it outside of yourself. You need only recognize it within. The personal and impersonal minds. The personal mind, conscious, is limited by the physical world and can only work within the constraints of what it perceives. It operates through logic, willpower, and the decisions you make. The impersonal mind, subconscious, is boundless. It is one with the universe and can tap into infinite resources. It works through intuition, belief, and thought without limitation. By tapping into the subconscious, you gain access to the vast resources of the universe, resources that the conscious mind cannot even comprehend. Your choice of power. You must choose whether to rely solely on the limitations of your conscious mind or whether to tap into the unlimited potential of your subconscious. The choice is yours, and the outcome of your life will depend on this decision. The conscious mind can bring you only so far. If you wish to create lasting change, to manifest your desires on a grand scale, you must learn to connect with and use the power of the subconscious mind. You are not limited by your current reality. The external world, the circumstances you currently find yourself in, are not permanent. They are a reflection of your past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The key is to change your internal reality, to shift your mental image, and the external world will follow. You are not bound by your current state. Your true power lies in your ability to reshape your internal world, and by doing so, shape the external world as well. Action step. Acknowledge the power within you. Sit in silence and close your eyes. Reflect on the idea that you are not limited by your physical surroundings or your current situation. Your power lies in your ability to connect to the infinite resources within you through your subconscious mind. Imagine this force as a bright light, glowing within you, radiating outward. Feel the power of the universe running through your veins, ready to assist you in creating your desired reality. Practice awareness of your subconscious power. Spend time daily in quiet reflection or meditation, focusing on your connection to the universal power within. Allow the realization to sink in that this force is always at your disposal. It is the source of creation, and it is yours to command. Start paying attention to your thoughts and how they affect your reality. Notice when you are focused on limitations and when you are connected to infinite possibilities. The more aware you become of this, the more you will be able to tap into the subconscious mind's power. Commit to connecting with your subconscious mind. Each day, affirm to yourself that you are ready to connect with the impersonal mind, the infinite part of you that has access to the unlimited power of the universe. Write down a goal or a desire that seems beyond your current reach. Trust that by aligning your conscious thoughts with your subconscious power, this desire is already on its way to you. Hold on to this belief and know that the universe is aligning the forces necessary for your success. Conclusion: the invisible power within you is the most potent force you can wield. It is the power that has shaped the universe and everything in it. By understanding the difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, you can begin to tap into the infinite resources of the universe and begin to create the reality you desire. The choice is yours. Will you continue to operate within the limitations of the conscious mind, or will you embrace the boundless potential of the subconscious? The universe is waiting for you to connect with its power, and through that connection, you will see your desires manifest in ways you never thought possible. By recognizing the invisible power within you and understanding the roles of both your conscious and subconscious minds, you open yourself to the vast potential of the universe. This is the foundation for everything that follows. From here, you will learn how to harness this power effectively to manifest your desires. Lesson 2: the power of visualization. Objective: learn how to use mental images to manifest your desires. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to shape your reality. The human mind is an extraordinary instrument, capable of creating vivid mental images that can influence the physical world around you. But this ability is not something most people consciously use. Instead, they allow their minds to wander, filled with distractions, fears, and doubts. The key to manifestation lies in harnessing the power of your mind, specifically in learning to visualize with clarity and purpose. The process of visualization involves creating clear and vivid mental images of what you desire. These images act as blueprints, mental molds from which your future will take form. What you picture in your mind is the seed from which your reality will grow. The clearer and more detailed the image, the more likely it is to manifest. This is the power of the mind. It is the architect of your world, and your thoughts are the materials with which you build. To create your ideal reality, you must first see it in your mind's eye. And this vision must be bold. It must be clear. You cannot afford to think small. If you want to transform your life, your desires must be grand, vivid, and unlimited. No limitation can be placed upon you except the ones you impose on yourself. So, when you visualize, do not hold back. Make the image beautiful, powerful, and free from constraints. Visualization is not just about creating a mental picture. It is about feeling it, experiencing it in your mind, as if it's already true. The more you can immerse yourself in that feeling, the more real it becomes. The mind doesn't know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. When you vividly imagine something, your body responds as if it's already happening. And when your mind and body align with the reality you wish to create, the universe begins to respond in kind. Key takeaways. Mental images are the blueprint of your future. What you visualize is what you will eventually manifest. Your mind creates the patterns, and your life follows these patterns. The clearer the image, the more likely it is to materialize in the physical world. Visualization is not a passive process. It is an active creation of the life you desire. See without limitations. When you visualize, do not impose limits on your dreams. Picture your desires without hesitation or doubt. Allow yourself to see them as grand and boundless. You're not constrained by your current circumstances. Your mind has no limits, so do not place limits on your vision. Feeling is the key. It is not enough to simply see the image in your mind. You must feel it deeply. Feel the emotions that would accompany the reality you are visualizing. The more intense the feeling, the stronger the connection to your manifestation. The universe responds to the energy you emit. So when you visualize with deep emotion, you send out powerful signals that attract your desires. Visualization creates focus. Visualization helps you focus your mind on your goals. It eliminates distractions and channels your energy toward what you truly want. When you visualize consistently, you strengthen your ability to stay focused and committed to your desires, even in the face of obstacles. You must revisit your vision daily. Like any skill, visualization requires consistent practice. You must revisit your vision daily, continually refining it and making it clearer. The more you focus on your desires, the more you will bring them into existence. The universe works in alignment with your thoughts. So the clearer your mental image, the faster it will manifest. Action step. Create a clear mental picture. Sit in a quiet place where you can focus without distractions. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal future in vivid detail. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Visualize everything you can. The surroundings, the people, the emotions, and the sensations that come with your success. Do not hold back. Picture everything in great detail. If you want financial abundance, visualize the money, the freedom, the lifestyle. If you desire health, visualize your body strong and vibrant. If you want success, see it as already achieved. Immerse yourself in the emotion of success. As you visualize, let yourself feel the emotions associated with your desired outcome. Feel the pride, the excitement, the relief, or the joy that comes with having your desires fulfilled. The more you can feel these emotions as if they are happening right now, the more real your vision becomes. Allow the feelings to fuel your energy and your belief. Practice daily. Commit to visualizing your desires for at least 10 minutes each day. Make this a non-negotiable part of your routine. Each time you revisit your vision, refine it, make it clearer, and allow yourself to feel the emotions of success even more intensely. Keep a journal where you write down the details of your visualization and any insights that arise from it. This will help you strengthen your mental image and track your progress. Visualize in every moment. Throughout your day, find moments to revisit your visualization. Even if just for a few seconds, imagine yourself already living your desired reality. This continual focus will help keep your energy aligned with your vision, ensuring that you stay on track and connected to your desires. Conclusion: visualization is a powerful tool in the manifestation process. It is the mental creation of your future, the process of turning your desires into vivid images that will eventually become a physical reality. To harness the power of visualization, you must commit to it every day. Practice it with emotion and focus, and ensure that your mental images are clear and unlimited. The more you visualize, the stronger the connection between your inner world and your outer reality. Through this practice, you begin to shape your future with intention and purpose, knowing that the universe is already aligning itself to bring your desires into existence. Lesson 3: Idealization. Building the blueprint. Objective: understand the importance of idealizing your desires to ensure a solid foundation for manifestation. Before any great creation is brought into existence, it must first be idealized. This is the crucial step where your vision begins to take form. Just as an architect cannot build a skyscraper without first visualizing it in every detail, you cannot manifest your desires without first creating a mental blueprint for them. Idealization is the process of crystallizing your desires into a clear, solid, and specific mental image that will serve as the foundation for everything that follows. This step is not about wishful thinking or vague desires. It's about taking the time to carefully consider and define exactly what you want to create in your life. Without a clear blueprint, your desires will remain hazy, abstract, and elusive. You must know exactly what you are building, and you must build it with precision. Idealization is where the foundation of manifestation is laid. If your idealization is weak, unclear, or lacks detail, your manifestation will be unstable. But if your vision is strong, vivid, and detailed, your manifestation will be built on a solid foundation that can withstand the challenges of the material world. Key takeaways: idealization is the foundation of your manifestation. Idealization is not simply imagining what you want. It is creating a clear, solid, and specific mental plan for what you want to bring into your life. You must know exactly what you desire and see it as already achieved in your mind. The clearer and more specific you are, the more solid your manifestation will be. A clear vision requires detail. It is not enough to think vaguely about what you want. You must get into the specifics. If you want wealth, what does that look like? How much money? How does it feel? If you want health, what does your ideal health look like? What activities are you engaging in? What does your body feel like? The more specific you can get, the clearer your idealization will become. Focus on the details of the life you want to manifest. Your ideal relationships, career, health, financial situation, and more. Each part of your vision must be fully formed in your mind. You must build the idealization with certainty. Idealization requires you to remove all doubt and uncertainty from the process. You must believe that what you are creating in your mind can and will be a reality. Without belief, your mental blueprint will be weak and unable to withstand the challenges that may arise in the manifestation process. The more certain you are about the reality of your vision, the stronger your idealization will be, and the more likely it is to manifest in your life. Be willing to adjust and refine your idealization. As you move forward with the manifestation process, you will likely need to refine your idealization. As your understanding of what you want deepens, You may find new aspects of your desire that need to be added to the mental blueprint. Idealization is an evolving process. Don't be afraid to adjust and refine your vision as you grow. The power of the mental blueprint. Your idealization is the blueprint for your future. Just as a building cannot be constructed without a detailed architectural plan, your desires cannot be brought into reality without a clear and solid mental blueprint. The more detailed and vivid your idealization is, the more likely it is to manifest with precision and accuracy. Action step: clarify your vision. Sit in a quiet space, free from distractions. Close your eyes and begin to think deeply about what you want to manifest in your life. Don't rush the process. Take your time to truly picture your ideal life. Ask yourself, what do I want in my career? What do I want in my health? What do I want in my relationships? What does my ideal financial situation look like? Think about every detail, how it feels, who is with you, where you are, and what you are doing. Write down your vision. Be as specific and detailed as possible. The more specific you are, the more tangible your idealization will become. Create a vision board. To further solidify your idealization, create a vision board, a visual representation of your desires. Find images that represent the life you want to create and place them on a board where you can see them every day. This vision board will act as a constant reminder of your idealization, reinforcing your mental blueprint and helping to keep your focus aligned with your desires. Refine your idealization. As you continue on your journey, revisit your idealization regularly. Adjust and refine it as your understanding of what you want becomes clearer. Don't be afraid to add new details or shift your focus if necessary. Idealization is not static. It is a process of continual refinement. Keep building it with purpose, clarity, and certainty. Affirm your vision. Every day, affirm to yourself that your ideal life is already in the process of becoming a reality. Speak your idealization out loud, as if it has already manifested. The more you affirm it, the more you solidify it in your subconscious mind. Use affirmations such as, I am living the life of my dreams. My desires are manifesting in perfect timing. I have a clear vision, and I am taking action to make it a reality. Conclusion. Idealization is the foundation of manifestation. It is the moment when your desires go from abstract dreams to concrete, clear mental blueprints. If you want to manifest your dreams into reality, you must first create a clear, vivid, and specific vision of what you desire. This vision must be full of detail, certainty, and belief. Without a strong mental blueprint, your desires will remain hazy and difficult to bring into reality. But when you build your idealization with purpose and clarity, you lay the groundwork for everything that follows. Your mental blueprint becomes the mold from which your future will emerge. Lesson 4. Visualization to materialization. Objective. Transform your visualized desires into physical reality through persistent action and focus. Visualization is a powerful tool for manifestation, but it is only the beginning. To bring your desires into the physical world, you must transform your mental images into action. Visualization serves as the blueprint for your future, but it is your consistent, focused effort that will turn those blueprints into reality. Manifestation is not a passive process. It is an active creation of your reality through mental focus, clarity, and most importantly, action. Visualization alone will not bring your desires into being. It is the catalyst, the spark, but it must be followed by persistent action and unwavering belief that what you are visualizing is already in motion. Thought creates the framework, but it is action that fills in the details and solidifies your vision in the physical world. The power of visualization lies in its ability to focus your energy and attention on what you desire. When you visualize clearly, you align your mind, emotions, and actions with your goals. However, visualization alone does not complete the work. You must also take steps toward making your vision a reality. Your actions will be the bridge that connects your inner world with the outer world. Key takeaways. Visualization is the spark. Action is the flame. Visualization provides the mental framework for your desires, but it is your consistent, intentional action that will bring them to life. Without action, your vision remains nothing more than an idea in your mind. Take deliberate steps toward your vision, no matter how small. Each step you take brings your dream closer to reality. Thought leads to action. Action leads to results. The law of manifestation operates on the principle of cause and effect. Your thoughts lead to action, and your actions lead to tangible results. Once you have visualized your desires, begin taking steps toward them, even if those steps seem insignificant at first. Every action you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the manifestation of your desires. It's the accumulation of these actions that creates real, lasting change in your life. Focused, persistent action creates momentum. Momentum is key in manifestation. Once you begin to take action, momentum will build. The more you move toward your goal, the easier it becomes to take further action. The key is to start and to keep going. Consistency is paramount. The more focused and persistent your actions are, the faster your desires will materialize. Believe in the process and trust the timing. The law of manifestation works in alignment with your mental and emotional state. It requires you to trust that your efforts will yield results, even if they aren't immediately visible. Patience is an essential part of manifestation. Trust the process and understand that everything happens in perfect timing. When you take action, you're planting seeds for your desires to grow. And sometimes, the growth takes time. Stay aligned with your vision through action. Every action you take should be aligned with your visualization. Make decisions that move you toward your goal, and avoid distractions or actions that will take you off course. Stay focused on your vision, and let every choice you make reflect that focus. As you continue to take action, your mental and emotional alignment with your vision will deepen. This will make it easier to stay focused and to keep moving forward, even when challenges arise. Action step. Identify the first action step. Think about your desire, your goal, and the visualization you've created. What is the very first step you can take today that will move you closer to that vision? It may be small, but it should be deliberate and focused. Write it down and commit to taking that action. Whether it's making a phone call, researching information, setting up a meeting, or taking a step in the direction of your career, health, or financial goal, take that first step today. Commit to consistent, daily action. Each day, identify the steps you can take that align with your vision. These don't always need to be large, monumental actions. Small, consistent steps are more effective over time than sporadic bursts of effort. Dedicate a set amount of time each day to taking action toward your goals. The consistency of your efforts will build the momentum needed to manifest your vision. Track your progress. Keep a journal or a progress tracker to log your daily actions and the results they bring. This will not only help you stay focused, but it will also allow you to see the tangible progress you are making. The more you track, the more you'll see how each action brings you closer to your desired result. This will also help you stay motivated, as you will be able to recognize your progress and celebrate small victories along the way. Evaluate and adjust your approach. As you take action, be open to evaluating your progress. If something isn't working, or if you encounter an obstacle, don't abandon your goal. Simply adjust your approach. Flexibility is key to ensuring that you stay aligned with your vision. Ask yourself, are the actions I'm taking still aligned with my vision? Am I making progress? What can I do differently to stay on course? Conclusion. Visualization is the first step in the manifestation process, but it is only through action that your desires will come to life. Your thoughts create the plan, but your actions bring the plan into reality. Stay focused on your vision, take consistent steps every day, and trust the process. Manifestation is not a passive experience. It requires work, persistence, and patience. As you move forward, momentum will build, and your desires will begin to manifest in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. Remember, thought leads to action, and action leads to manifestation. By consistently taking steps toward your goals, you are sending a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the life you visualized. Keep your focus, take inspired action, and trust that the universe is aligning itself to support you. Your desires are not far away. They are already in motion, and with each step, you are bringing them closer to you. By transforming your visualization into focused action, you create the momentum needed to materialize your desires. Keep going, keep acting, and trust that with every step, you are bringing your dreams into the physical world. Lesson 5. The power of belief and faith. Objective. Understand the critical role that belief and unwavering faith play in manifesting your desires. At the core of manifestation lies one essential element: belief. Without belief, your vision, your actions, and your desires will remain just that: ideas in your mind. Manifestation is not merely about imagining what you want. It is about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with a deep, unshakable faith that your desires are already on their way. Belief is the force that connects the mental and physical worlds. It is the bridge between your visualization and materialization. If you do not believe that your desires are possible, you will not take the necessary actions to manifest them. Doubt, fear, and disbelief are the obstacles that prevent your vision from coming into fruition. But when you cultivate belief, you remove these barriers and open the path to creation. Faith, on the other hand, is the certainty that what you have visualized will come into being, even if you do not yet see it in the physical world. Faith is the trust that your vision is already being created, that the universe is aligning itself in ways you cannot yet perceive. Faith is unwavering confidence that everything is happening in perfect timing. Without faith, manifestation is not possible. Faith fuels belief, and belief fuels action. When you have both faith and belief, you are unstoppable. The universe works in alignment with your thoughts, and when your thoughts are backed by unwavering belief and faith, the entire universe conspires to bring your desires into being. Key takeaways. Belief is the foundation of manifestation. Belief is the first and most important step in the manifestation process. If you do not believe that your desires are possible, you will not act in alignment with them, and your vision will not materialize. Your belief shapes your reality. What you believe to be true will influence your actions, thoughts, and the outcomes you experience. Faith makes manifestation inevitable. Faith is the deep, unshakable confidence that your desires are already in the process of manifestation, even if you cannot yet see the evidence in the physical world. Faith allows you to continue moving forward, taking action, and staying committed to your vision, even when external circumstances seem to challenge your belief. Doubt and fear are the enemies of manifestation. Doubt and fear are the main obstacles that prevent manifestation from occurring. They create inner conflict and uncertainty, which blocks the flow of energy required for your desires to materialize. You must consciously choose to replace doubt with belief and fear with faith. When you do, you open the door to the unlimited potential that is already available to you. Belief and faith must be cultivated daily. Manifestation is not an event, but a process. To stay aligned with your desires, you must nurture your belief and faith every day. The more you nurture these qualities, the stronger they become, and the more they will guide you toward the fulfillment of your vision. Surround yourself with thoughts, people, and experiences that reinforce your belief and strengthen your faith. This will ensure that your vision remains clear and your confidence unwavering. You must act as if your desires are already yours. True belief and faith are demonstrated through action. To show that you believe in your vision, you must act as though it is already a reality. Your actions should reflect the confidence that your desires will manifest. The more you align your thoughts and actions with your belief and faith, the faster you will see your desires come to fruition. Action step: affirm your belief. Visualize your desires. Do so with absolute confidence. See your vision as a reality that is already unfolding, even if you can't see it with your physical eyes yet. Feel the emotions of having your desires fulfilled. Embrace the certainty that it is already yours. Make your visualization a daily practice and commit to doing it with deep faith and belief that it will come to fruition. Replace doubt and fear with belief and faith. When you catch yourself doubting or feeling fearful, immediately replace those thoughts with beliefs of success. Practice shifting your mindset when doubt arises. For example, if you feel fear about an upcoming challenge, tell yourself, "I trust in my ability to overcome this. Everything I need is already on its way to me." Take bold action, aligned with your belief. Step into your vision as though it is already a reality. Take bold, confident action that reflects your belief in the manifestation process. When you act with certainty, you demonstrate that you believe in your desires and are ready to receive them. Commit to taking one bold action every day that aligns with your vision. This could be as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, or dedicating time to your goal, but it must be an action that reinforces your belief in your success. Conclusion: belief and faith are the pillars of manifestation. Without belief in the possibility of your desires and faith in the process, your vision will not materialize. These qualities create the foundation for everything that follows. When you believe with unwavering certainty and act with unshakable faith, the universe aligns itself to bring your desires into being. Cultivate these qualities daily. Replace fear with confidence, and take consistent action toward your vision. As you strengthen your belief and faith, you will see your desires take form in the physical world. By nurturing belief and faith, you set the stage for the manifestation of your dreams. These qualities provide the emotional fuel needed to power your actions and bring your vision to life. Keep your faith strong, your belief unwavering, and your actions aligned with your desires. The universe is waiting for you to step into your power and claim what is already yours. Thank you, returning Grimface warriors, for continuing this journey of transformation and power with us. Your commitment to your vision, your dedication to growth, and your unwavering belief in the process are what make you unstoppable. You are the architects of your own destiny, and the steps you're taking are shaping a future that's beyond anything you've imagined. To those of you new to the Grimface movement, welcome. You've just stepped into a world where your dreams are not just possibilities, they're inevitable. If you're ready to take control of your life, break free from limitations, and manifest your true potential, then you're in the right place. Subscribe now and join us as we continue to build a community of relentless warriors who refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. This is only the beginning. Stay focused, stay committed, and let's build the future we deserve. The universe is waiting for you to take the next step. Let's get to work.